Yeah, he deserves that. I know Fred's feeling pretty good right now.
As he was presented that plaque and awards by John Wright, the 68 co-captain, and Kipper Dorsey, Tony Nichols of the 1973 team. I think we're just about getting ready for the national anthem here, and we'll pick that up as the Henderson High School band under the direction of Mr. Ronnie Ferguson. The flag is really blowing right now.
Wind is picking up pretty good. Going to be a factor in that, Mike.
Both teams back on the field. Lions in royal blue, wearing their blue pants tonight, and blue helmets, blue jerseys, blue pants trimmed in red. Jacksonville with white pants, white jerseys, and the yellow helmets. Huh? Okay. All right. Mr. Ronnie Powell has informed us that the band's not going to play the national anthem. The choir's going to sing it, and we'll pick that up, too.
Okay, right in front of us.
Join us in saluting America as the Henderson High School Choir sings our national anthem.
Henderson High School Choir singing our national anthem as they traditionally do. And we're only moments away from getting this game underway. Our officiating crew tonight is out of the Longview chapter. I believe Mr. Kelly Self is the head referee tonight. And we've had this crew before, had them last year at the opening game of the season with Palestine down in Palestine in 1997. They did a good job that night. And Coach Alexander is going over some of the options with his captains tonight. It looks like it's going to be, Charlie, you're writing those numbers down.
Looks like it might be Clayton Kirsch, Fred Bowens, that Austin Adams, the referee's right in front of me there.
Travis Adams.
I'm sorry, Travis Adams. And
number 4, Fred Bowens.
Number 20 is Bo Page. Mm-hmm. Yeah. And I call Austin Adams our 8th grade quarterback. I call Austin Travis for the time and Travis Austin.
Captains for the Indians will be number 8, Chris Boone. Number 33, David Cannon. Number 35, I believe, that is James Boyd, the safety. And number 40, David Cannon, I believe. Is that right? No, Steve Chambliss, the tight end, 6'1", 210 junior.
Number 40? So that's Chambliss.
Chambliss, As the Jacksonville Indians dressed in white pants, white jerseys with real small numbers. Those numbers are actually highlighted in yellow, but you can't see them from this point, this far off. As Mr. Self flips the coin up.
It's much easier to pick up our number with our solid blue uniform with white numbers. It's much easier. He looked at Jacksonville first. With Jacksonville won the toss. They're going to defer.
They'll decline the option. Henderson.
Comparison to see, will we take that win or we take the football?
I believe we're going to say we'll take the Henderson gets the option.
We're going to take the football.
Football will be going into the win to start the game, and then the second quarter will be with the win. Well, here, Charlie, got your cord there. At least this week we can see out of the windows for the past 2 weeks. Last week we had a closed window, and the week before we had an open window, but we were set so far back in the booth we couldn't even see from the 30-yard line zone in. But tonight we're back at home, and we've got great vision all the way around.
Tell you what, it's good to be home, Mike. You know, there's no place like home, and this is a great place to watch a football game right here, which is right on top of the Lions fans and just on the 50-yard line. And like I say, with our open window and a nice cool breeze, it's a good night for football, and a lot of excitement here at Lions Stadium. Let's hope the Lions can put it together tonight. This homecoming crowd, and as the fans sound their feet now, we're just about ready for kickoff, Mike.
Number 80, Justin Hooker. Nick Hooker, he's 6'5", 165-pound sophomore, will be kicking off. Back deep for the Lions, we have Bo Page on the 10, Fred Bowens in the end zone, and Drew Coleman on the other side. Almost away now.
Pretty good wind behind the kicker now, Mike. That flag is really whipping up. So down there on the field, when the ball gets in the air, it's going to really sail. Let's hope the Lions can catch this ball in the air now. Let's see.
Jacksonville's been known to do the cross kick, you know, like White House did. Let's see if they do it this time. Nope, going to kick it deep. It's going to go down to Bo out of the end zone.
He kicked it over his head.
So
line drive kick, but it didn't take much to get down there and out of the end zone. So a good kickoff there by the Indians to put the Lions in play now at their own 20 on a touchback.
7:57 to go on the clock here as we're just underway. Lions ball, 1st and 10 from their own 20. Let's see, Fred Bowens, Bo Page, Travis Adam in the backfield. We have Coleman to this side, Redwine to the far side. Jacksonville in a traditional 50 defense with a nose guard. Adams Hunter barking the signal. Here's the handoff to Bo Page, and he slips in there maybe for a yard or two out to the 22-yard line.
Well, not much going there as a big old defensive line for the Jacksonville Indians just stopped that play up before it ever got started. So we'll give him a short 2. We'll call it a 2nd and a long 8.
According to the scouting reports, number 44, Justin Swindell, a 6'1", 235 tackle, is probably their best defensive player. Here we go, 2nd and 8 now. Same formation. Adams under center. Pitch back to Tim Fuller into the game. Tim breaks up to about the 24-yard line. Almost to the 25. We'll call it just short of the 25. Going to make it about 3rd and 5.
3rd and 5. That's a pretty common down for Henderson there as we picked up a little over 3 yards on that carry. The ball's out to about the 29-yard line. He started on the 20, so we're actually about a half a yard short. So it's going to be 3rd and 5 1/2.
Tim Fuller coming out. Bo Page coming out. Lions taking a long time in the huddle.
A real long time. Clock's down to 8 as they break the huddle on. Now we got some.
And we're going to have to take a timeout, and we'll be back after these commercial timeouts.
Why try HBO and Cinemax now? How about over 2,400 movies a year, over 450 originals, over 20 specials, and one number gets it all. HBO.
What are you waiting for?
Cinemax.
Are you watching this?
But here's the best reason to call.
Limited time offer. Call 657-3333 for details.
HBO and Cinemax. Call now.
Jump back to action on us after 30 seconds there, so we missed one play. We're sorry about that, but there was a little draw play to Fred Bowens. Fred picks up maybe 2 yards on the play, and it's going to bring up a 4th down and about 4, we'll call it, and the Lions will have to punt. Punting into that wind, Shannon Cox on to do the chores.
Good defense there by Jacksonville as they were looking for anything wide that time and stopped the draw before we got started.
Here is a snap. He's on his 15. End over end punt into the wind. It's going to bounce down and hit on now. Let's see. Did he touch the ball, Charlie? It's on the ground.
I believe it did.
And number 82, I believe, Matt Hester attempted to catch the ball and dropped it. Lions almost had a break. We didn't, but the Jacksonville Indians will take over and not quite as good a field position as they would have, but they will be on the 38-yard line. They're on 38, where they'll have it 1st and 10.
No, we missed a good chance there. That ball touched him. If we could have been down a little bit quicker. Of course, Shannon had to get the ball off very quickly. Had a pretty good rush there. So Jacksonville takes over on 38-yard line.
Out of the huddle, Luke McCowan, 6'3", 180-pound junior. Richard Whitaker, Ryan Vining in the backfield. Here is the handoff to Whitaker, and he's hit immediately by Terrence Oliver for a loss of about a yard on the play.
Good job there by Terrence as he found a gap and shot through from a defensive tackle position there to stop Whitaker for about a yard loss. So excellent defense on 1st down inside there. So it's going to be 2nd down and 11. 9:33. First time Jacksonville had the football tonight. 2nd down and 11.
Loss of 2, a loss of 1 on the play. Ball's back at the 37. Line's in their 4-3 defense. With a rover up toward the line of scrimmage. Here's a snap. McCowan dropping back to pass with a little bit of pressure, not much, and he's in the flat out there. Dodges one man, still on his feet. Knocked out of bounds finally about the 48-yard line. Charlie, that time they were looking to pass, and he escaped out of the pocket.
Yes, he did. A real good run there. Had excellent coverage, but didn't have any contain outside. That was kind of what I call a waggle, where you fake a ball inside and kind of a bootleg back to the outside. And when he looked up, the receivers were covered, but he saw a lot of green grass and ran it for a 1st down.
McCowan showing some good speed that time. 14-yard pickup and a 1st down. Ball on the line, 49-yard line now. Indians 1st and 10. McCowan looking around. He's audibling off, I believe. Under center now. Here's a snap. Here's the sweep coming to Richard Whitaker. Whitaker. And he's going to be dropped in there for a loss by number 8. Drew Coleman, the first on the scene. Joe Powell also there. John Poole, Justin Jackson.
Good defense right there. I tell you, Whitaker's a great back, and so far we have given him no place to run. They had inside with him on the 1st down, and then 1st down this time went outside on the sweep. And the blue shirts were there. I think Jacksonville realizes right now that we're going to crowd the line of scrimmage, so I look for them to start throwing the football. But we've got to stop number 23 first of all and try to make them throw the football. That's what we're doing right now.
I know that was in the game plan. They really thought they were going to try their best to force Jacksonville to the air. Twins to the far side. Jacksonville on this side of the field on the hash mark. McCowan under center. And now he's going to have a penalty and going to have a delay of game. That's going to march off 5 yards, back down close to the 43-yard line, we'll call it. It's going to be 2nd down in about 19. Fred Bowen's into the game now for the Lions. As Jeremy Costa will come out, they'll be in a nickel package defense.
That moves them back across midfield now on about the 42-yard line. It's 2nd down and about 19.
McCowan under center, twin receivers to the far side. Here they come back with the sweep to, or the pitch to the dive play to Whitaker. Whitaker is going to be out to about the 45-yard line. It'll be a gain of maybe 2 yards.
There again, the inside defensive front four of Henderson was there to stop it along with linebackers Powell and Poole. So not a bad play. Kind of a draw play there as they were trying to catch the Lions napping, showing pass and running the draw. And now it's going to be 3rd and about 16. He picked up about 3 yards on that play. So big down here for the Lions. If we can stop them here, make them kick the football, but you can look for them to go the air here.
Twin receivers, number 3, Donnell out to the far side, also 87, Turner. McCowan in the shotgun, and we've seen the shotgun before. Whitaker is up back. Twin receivers this side. And they're going to let a little shuttle pass into Whitaker. He's in the middle of the line. He's down to the 40, down to the 35-yard line. And Charlie, that was just an excellently executed play right there. Shuttle pass.
On 3rd and 16, they ran the shovel pass. They ran it to perfection. Great play by the Indians to keep the 1st down alive and move the chains.
Going to set the ball down to the 33-yard line of the Lions. 23-yard pickup and the 1st down on the shuttle pass.
Well, that out of a hole right there, I tell you. Come on, defense.
McCowan under. Fullback in the offset fullback. Here is a reverse coming to this side.
And it's there.
And they've got it well blocked. And Justin Jackson coming over. But Justin's going to make a great play on number 25, James Boyd, and the flag comes down at the end of the play.
Downfield, number 89, 88, Clip Redwine.
Hit him in the back end.
You can see that one coming up here, because we're a little bit higher than those safeties are, but the Lions played it very well.
Against Henderson.
Oh my goodness. All I saw was the red shirt, the blue shirt go on the ground. I didn't see him holding. I can't believe that.
Deja vu of last week again.
I saw number 10 hit the ground.
Coach Alexander very upset, and he, you know, after last week, some poor calls we got, he's going to go over with referee Mr. Self. And boy, I tell you, sometimes you just can't buy a break. It's going to be 1st and 1 now.
When I looked up, I saw Redwine on the ground.
I mean, how do you hold on a non-passing play?
Yeah, and
in the secondary.
The flag hadn't been thrown until he hit the ground. So, golly, oh my goodness.
24-yard line will be 1st and 10 for the Indians, as the Lions are having some problems again with some penalties. McCowan under center. Here's the handoff to Whitaker. Whitaker breaks to the outside. He's tripped in there with Scott Gibbons and falls forward to about the 20-yard line for a gain of about 4 yards.
You know, we can't just keep harping on things like that, but Coach Alexander really kept his cool last week when we got some bad calls at Kilgore. I just wonder how much more he can take of that. You know, it's just
well, you know, sometimes you can't see it when it develops, but when you go back and look at the video does not lie. Anyway, it's 2nd down at about 7, we'll call it. Ball spotted on the 21 as twin receivers to this side. McCowan under one man in the backfield. That is Whitaker. Whitaker dropping back, hands off McCowan to Whitaker. He's still on his feet. Down to about the 15-yard line.
He showed right then you can't arm tackle him. He's a strong kid, and we hit him, and he fought for about 3 extra yards there.
Richard Whitaker, 195-pound tailback, senior. Ball spotted at the 16-yard line.
Jake Poole goes in the ball game, replacing
3rd down and 2 now, I believe.
Number 65 for the Lions there.
Split receivers, one on each side of the field, Vining at the offset fullback position. Whitaker in the tailback, about 7 yards behind the line of scrimmage. McCowan barking signals. Looks like he might be audibling again. Lions with an 8-man front. Here comes the sweep. Coming to this side, Whitaker breaks in the middle down to about the 13-yard line.
Probably going to be a 1st down.
Charlie, one of the plays that Jacksonville has really had a lot of success on, especially against Carthage, was the toss sweep. And that was what the play was that time. But the Lions defended it fairly well, but didn't have far to go for the 1st down.
Yeah, when you got a back like Whitaker who can go outside with his speed and got the power to cut inside, it's a great play because he has an option once he gets out there. He looks up the field, and if he sees daylight, he cuts inside. He's got enough power. If not, he's got enough speed to get outside.
4:59 to go here on the clock in the 1st quarter. No score. Indians are driving. McCowan under center. Here's the sweep again, this side to Whitaker. Whitaker breaks up down to the 10, down to the 8-yard line.
Good defense there, I tell you. The Lions are playing them tough.
Ball's going to be spotted back to the 9, I believe, with his knees going to touch the ground.
Brett Mitchell going in the ball game now, replacing number 40. It's Curtis Verner. Put a little more beef in the defensive line there. The Lions really have their work cut out for him. It's 2nd down, the ball on the 6-yard line. Actually about the 8-yard line. I think the scoreboard says 6, but it's more like the 8.
Twin receivers to this side, Vining in the offset fullback position. Whitaker about 6 yards, 7 yards behind the line of scrimmage in the tailback. Our coaches are signaling watch for the sweep to the weak side. Yep, the little trap play in the middle, and Vining are going to get 7 yards for the 9 yards for the touchdown. And Charlie, that's a play that they've been running a lot where they fake the sweep, come back with a trap play. Ryan Vining, the 175-pound fullback, 9-yard touchdown run.
Yeah, they get you thinking outside, outside, outside. Then they come back with the inside trap, and they really trapped us well that time.
Nick Hooker to attempt the extra point after. Here is the long count. Long count. Now it's a high snap. And the kick is up, and it is good. With 4:05 to go on the clock here in the first quarter, our score is Jacksonville 7, Henderson nothing. We'll be back after these commercial timeouts.
23 hours ago, General Khodorov stole 10 nuclear warheads.
I'm not afraid of the man who wants 10 nuclear weapons. I'm terrified of the man who only wants one.
The world
Shoot it! Take the shot!
withdraws its boundaries in ink.
Khodorov crosses that border and those nukes are gone.
We have a possible weapon of mass destruction coming into the United States.
The Peacemaker.
And back to action here is Justin Hooker, Nick Hooker. For some reason I want to call him Justin. Nick Hooker to kick off for the Jacksonville Indians. The Indians have a stiff wind at their backs right now. The wind gusting to 20 miles an hour sometime. Last time, line drive kick went into the end zone. This one's going to go up and deep, and it's going to go into the end zone. And again, the Lions will be taking over on the own 20-yard line.
Good kickoff there by a little Nick Hooker there, a little sophomore. Really put his foot into it. And again, the Lions will have to start on the 20-yard line with 4:01 to go in the first quarter. The Lions played pretty good defense that time, Mike, but the big play that killed them was the 23-yard shovel pass on 3rd and 16. The Lions had a chance to shut them out, but the Indians made the plays and went in and scored. 7-0 Jacksonville.
Lions out. Two tight end formation. Chris Redwine to this side. Adams under center. Here's the handoff to Bo Page, and flags go up from both sides, and that's got to be either a movement or an offsides.
Flags from everywhere, so probably one of the offensive people move, because usually when you see that many flags, that's what happens. And the Lions are running into a pretty stiff breeze as the referee comes over to give the signal. It's going to be
offsides.
Well, good. Jacksonville offside. Good. That'll help a little bit. That'll make it 1st and 5 instead of 1st and 10 or 1st and 15. So we'll take that 5 yards as we need to move that football.
Moves it out to the 25-yard line. Will be 1st and 5 as Shannon Cox comes into the game. Chris Redwine coming out. Lions going into the stiff breeze at this time. 3:49 to go here in the first quarter. Cox out to this side. Page and Bowens in the I formation. Travis Adams here is the quick pitch to Fred Bowens. He drops the football. Now he picks it up, escapes, but is barely going to get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing's going to lose past the original line of scrimmage.
You can't fumble the football against a quick defense like that. Jacksonville is really quick on defense. They have all their huge kids on offense, Mike. Their offensive line is really, really big. The defense is not all that big. They've got some good-sized kids in there, but they're a lot quicker, and they're really going to the football. That time when Bo dropped that football, by the time he picked it up, he had about 5 white shirts in his face. So we give that 5 yards back to him, and so it's 2nd down and 10.
Jake Poole coming out. I see Tim Fuller going in. Shannon Cox still in the game. And Charlie, the clock's running out fast on the 25-second clock. I don't think the Lions are going to be able to get this one.
No, we didn't get it all. Too late.
Delay of the game.
Going to be 5 more.
Coach Alexander, not a very happy camper right now, as I think the signals maybe just being getting miscommunicated somewhere along the line, because when they're sending the play in, it's taking a long time to get it called in the huddle. Now the Lions gone from the 25 back down to the 15, so they're going backwards right now instead of forwards for this brisk wind.
Yeah, well, the Lions are going from left to right, which is from north to south. The breeze being out of the south tonight, running toward the scoreboard. The scoreboard shows 2:45 in running here as the Lions break the huddle.
Fuller and Page in the backfield. Adams under center. Here is a draw play to Tim Fuller. A little bit of daylight in there, and the flags come out, and we know what that's going to be.
Anytime you see an umpire throw that flag right there, it's going to be holding, and the Lions are really shooting themselves in the foot as they fumble the football, get a delay of game penalty, and now we're fixing to have a holding penalty, which is going to back us up even further.
And that's the second holding penalty against the Lions already tonight. Let's see what the official is going to call.
One on defense and one on offense.
Holding against Henderson. And Henderson fans may not be too tolerant of a lot of penalties tonight. They could start getting on the officials as the Lions feel like they came up on the short end of the stick last week. A little bit of rumbling going on down there as the ball's marked now all the way back to the 8-yard line.
Well, the Lions are behind 7-0 here in the first quarter with the time running down with 2:32 And we really backed up, so it's dangerous to throw the football down there, but we...
Especially in the wind.
Yeah, we've got a long ways to go.
Adams dropping back, though. Here's the little quick pitch screen out to Drew Coleman. He breaks loose from 1, from 2, from 3, and all the way out to about the, let's see, going to call it about the 14-yard line. So that was just a little quick pass to the receiver on the outside.
Drew, he got by a couple of guys, but the quick pursuit of those quick white-shirted Indians got over there pretty quick, and still going to be 3rd and bunch, halfway to Laneville.
Halfway to Laneville. 2:14. Well, the clock stopped. I don't know why he didn't go out of bounds, did he?
I guess he did, because the clock sure stopped. We need that clock to run, but we're going to kick the ball into the football, into the wind.
Twin receivers this side, that being Redwine and Coleman. Fuller coming in motion to this side. Adams back to pass. And now he's going to take off on the quarterback keeper, and he's going to be out to about the 15-yard line, a gain of 2, but still a long way from the first down. The Lions will be forced to punt again.
I think Travis looked up to throw the football that time, and I think he saw some white shirts over and was afraid to throw it, so probably did a smart thing by just tucking it and getting what he could.
Again, he picked up 2 yards after the 15 as Lions will be punting. Shannon Cox standing on about the 3-yard line. Number 82, Matt Hester, standing on about the 40. So the Indians again should get great field position. They're going to come here. Charlie, they're lined up. Now they're going to back off for the return. The ball's going to go over Hester's head. Comes down to the 49, down to the 47-yard line, looks like. So Shannon Cox got a good punt off that will set the Indians back into their own territory, but not by far. 1:27 to go here in the first quarter. Jacksonville leads 7-0.
All the Jacksonville Indians fans stand up and give that defense a lot of rounding applause there, which they deserve. I tell you, they did a great job. So now our defense is back on the field, 1:27, and got that tough task of trying to contain this very potent Jacksonville offense.
From their own 47-yard line now. McCowan under center.
I look for him to go deep quick, Mike. Try to get an easy one here.
Whitaker going in motion. And got a good matchup out there for him as Patrick McGinnis, the rover, out owns Whitaker. Whitaker catches the ball on and he steps over to about the 48-yard line of Henderson, so a gain of about 5 on that play.
He throws the ball nicely, doesn't he?
Sure does. 2nd down and 5 now. As Jacksonville has the multiple offense, and there you got the wind at their back right now. And again, Charlie, like to say, you think they're going to maybe try to take advantage up here in a minute. Whitaker dividing in the backfield. 2 tight ends set with 1 receiver to the far side. Here is the handoff back to Whitaker, and Whitaker tripped up at the line of scrimmage, falls forward for about a yard by Terrence Oliver that time.
Good defensive play by Terrence. He got a little gap in there and shot the gap and got in the Jacksonville backfield and was able to trip him up. Clock running 32 seconds here with 3rd and about a long 3, so another 3rd down for the Lions. Probably the last play of the first quarter, so the Lions need to stop them right here.
Trips 3 receivers this side, 1 on the other side. Whitaker in the backfield. McCowan under center. Here is the quick throw out to number 3, Donnell. He's hemmed up in there. The Lions need some help, and they get some pursuit. And now a flag comes down again. And I believe this time he's going to get the yellow-headed guy.
4 seconds on the clock.
That was just a screen pass that we're trying to set to this side. McCowan completed to number 3, Shedrick Donnell. And what was the penalty there, Charlie?
Blocking the back.
Blocking the back.
But if it's going to be 4th down right there, they'll refuse that because they're going to make a kick the football, so they're going to be refused.
Great coverage that time of the Lions secondary.
Real good job. They contained him. He had no place to go. We tried to cut up field, and we were there too, so real good job. But they do have 4 seconds left, and I was hoping they had to turn around and they called a timeout.
Jacksonville's going to call a timeout, but we're just going to keep it right here. As they're going to try to take advantage of the wind with a kip punt.
Yeah, they call timeout with 4 seconds so that guy can kick the football, and that's a smart move on their part because it is a good wind, probably about 15 to 20 miles an hour at least, wouldn't you say, Mike?
Yep, flags almost standing out straight at times.
So a good job by the line defense there to stop this potent Jacksonville offense. When I say potent, that's what I mean, because in district play, they have scored over 40 points in every game. So anytime you can contain them, and they've only punted twice the last 2 ball games. So unless they have something up their sleeve here and pull a fake, they will be punting for the first time tonight.
They scored 40 against Hallsville, 49 against Carthage, and 41 against the Chapel Hill Bulldogs last week. The Lions, I know, have been working on their punt return a lot this week. Drew Coleman, the last couple of ball games, has really broke some long ones. So it'll be interesting to see if Jacksonville tries to kick away from him.
Yeah, with that wind behind him, Mike, I'm sure they might be able to kick the ball in the end zone even, because
the Lions are expecting to fake, because they're going to put everybody right here on the. Now Drew's kind of dropping back as they're checking the formation.
You better get way back there.
Chris Redwine.
This ball is going to probably go to the goal line.
Low snap, not much of a rush. End over end kick right to Drew. And let's see, here he comes to this side, and he's a block. He gets to the sideline. He's out to the 30. He's to the 35. He's showing his feet at the 40. And he drops the football, and it goes out of bounds.
Drew what a run, but he left football behind.
He left the football behind.
I'm glad he's on the sideline when he dropped it.
But that's the end of the first quarter with our score, Jacksonville 7, Henderson 0. We'll be back after these commercial timeouts.
Over 2 decades ago, HBO Sports brought you inside the game for the first time. Now get pumped and primed for the 22nd season of Inside the NFL. Cable's longest-running Emmy-winning sports show returns with good old friends, a great new feature, and 6 more minutes of incredible game highlights. No other show gets you inside the game like Inside the NFL, the show the pros watch.
And back to Lions Stadium as we begin the second quarter. The Lions will have the win this time. And after that good punt return by Drew Coleman, he got the wall set up, had one man to beat that man, tiptoed down the sideline, and brought it all the way back down to his own 46-yard line. But he dropped the mail all of a sudden, but he ball rolled out of bounds. Lions come up there with good field position at the Jackson, or their own 46-yard line. And they'll take over to begin the second quarter. Adams under center. Tim Fuller. Here's a handoff into the middle to Cody Cure. Cure across the 50-yard line, looks like.
Yeah, a pretty good play there. The offensive line got a little surge that time, and Cody got right in behind him there, and pretty good first down play. We picked up a long 3. We'll say it's 2nd and 7, or short 7, as just about midfield. So not a bad first down play there.
Lions out of the huddle. Coleman to the far side. Cure, Fuller in the backfield. And that nose guard, he's lined up right on the center there. Here's the pitch to Tim Fuller. He's down to the 50, down to the 30, down to the 40. Still on his feet. He's at the 35, cuts back, and it's going to be tackled at about the 32-yard line. So good blocking that time of the offensive line.
I mean, tell you, Brett Mitchell just leveled somebody on the line of scrimmage there. Good job.
All the way down to the 32-yard line. It'll be about a 21-yard pickup, I believe. They're going to call it 30 up, 32. 1st and 10 for the Lions now. Cure in the backfield in the I formation along with Tim Fuller. Adams under center. Coleman to the far side. Here's the pitch to Tim Fuller. He's down to the 30, down to the 25-yard line before he's finally brought down. A good tackle on the far side by their strong side linebacker, number 11, Richard Hinton, but a great sealing off in there on the sweep, Charlie.
Good job of blocking on the line of scrimmage there, and a good run by Fuller to pick up about
6 yards, we'll
call it 6. A good 6. So 2nd and short 4.
Down to the 26-yard line of Jacksonville. Bowens in the backfield now. And here's the quick pitch to Fred Bowens. Fred breaks in there, and he's going to be brought down about the 22-yard line. It's going to be enough yardage for the first down as the Lions are on the drive right now. As again, they found some creases to the outside. There was just a quick pitch sweep to Fred Bowens. Ball spotted at the 21-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 5 yards and a first down as Tim Fuller comes back into the game now. Fuller and Cure in the backfield. Lions on the drive. Adams under center. Here's the draw play to Tim Fuller. Fuller bounces up. He's still on his feet. Going to be knocked down about the 16-yard line, looks like, according to where they give him forward progress to. As right now, the Lions' offensive line is...
Lions are doing a good job up front right now. Alfredo Gonzalez at center, Clark Sears, Ken Sabella at guards, Brett Mitchell and Matt Appleton at tackles, and Terrence Oliver and Jake Poole at tight end, doing a good job up front there with Cody Cure blocking from fullback slot to move that football.
Second down and 6 now. Ball spotted at the 17, a gain of 4 on that play. High formation again. Here's a sweep to this side with Fuller, cuts it back into the middle. He's got a crease. He's still on his feet, bounces around down to the 10, down to the 8-yard line.
Good run.
That's just some hard running right now by the Henderson Lions. Tim Fuller, also Clark Sears, a little shaken up on the play, and he's going to come out of the game as Wade Dean goes in at the guard position.
And Tim Fuller's playing on a little bunged up knee. He's about 80% as Tim comes off the field now. Get a breather. Good job there. Bo Page at tailback this time.
First and goal from the 8-yard line. Page at tailback. And here's the handoff to Bo. Quick hitter. He's down to the 5. Whoop, all looked like he had a hole in there, but number 11, Hinton, the linebacker, stepped in to seal it right quick after about a 2-yard gain. So it's going to be down to the 6-yard line, where it'll be second and goal from the 6 as Coleman, Redwine, and Fuller all come back into the game. And Charlie, the officials are really starting the clock quick tonight.
Yeah, they are.
25 seconds.
They're not wasting any time, are they?
Out of the huddle now. First and goal from the 6-yard, second and goal from the 6-yard line. Coleman, Redwine to the far side. Cure, Fuller in the backfield. Adams under center. He takes the snap. Here's the pitch to Tim Fuller. He's down to the 5. He's down to the 3-yard line. Before about between the 2 and the 3 before he's finally brought down by 33 Cannon, the defensive end. Going to set up a third down and goal now. Ball spotted. We're going to call it between the 2 and the 3, so 2.5 yards to go for the touchdown.
Right. We started on the 8-yard line, and that's a tough place to score from, but we got a little bit every time. So Fuller in there now with the power eye. Well, third and goal for 3.
Power eye.
Lions found on their feet.
Terrence Oliver. And here's the handoff to Oliver, and he's into the end zone for a touchdown, and flags are on the field.
Doggone, we got a doggone penalty. Of all things right now. And that was, instead of being third and goal from 3, it's going to be third and goal from the 8, and that makes a lot of difference.
I believe it's going to call the way we were lined up, Charlie, because he was pointing to the outside man out there, so that's going to back us up to the 8-yard line as Jackie Mayfield goes over to ask the official which player was it. Fred Bowen's now coming into the game, so instead of instead of a touchdown, it's going to be 3rd and 8 from the goal.
Yeah, it's tough right there. That puts us in a bind. We're going to have a good play right here. I wouldn't be surprised to see us throw the football here on the play-action pass.
Adams under center. Here's the quick pitch to Fred Bowen. He's got a crease out there. He comes down, he's still down to the 2-yard line.
Good job.
Oh. Great pursuit that time of the Indians as the Lions had that sealed off. Fred broke to the outside. The cornerback come up, broke back to the inside, down to the, what about the 1, Charlie, I believe?
Yeah, 1 and 1.5, I believe.
1 and 1.5 and 4th down, and the Lions are going to go for it. At this point in time, you got to. Power eye formation. Adams under center. He takes the snap. Here's the handoff to number 86, Terrence Oliver.
I don't believe he got it.
Don't believe he got it. Going to stay stopped short of the goal.
Doggone it.
Because they're still unpiling players. Henderson fans very vocal as right now, after the past couple of weeks, if you're the man in the striped shirt, you're not going to get many many hollers or fans backing you from the Henderson Lions side. But again, I think that was a good call. Again, the penalty killed us, Charlie.
The penalty is what killed us, Mike. It was very clear that we were going to make the touchdown on the other play. The ball is just outside the goal line there on about the 1-inch line. But they stacked us up there, so let's see if we can hold them down there. We got 7:08 to go in the first half.
Whitaker on the McCowan on the quarterback sneak, maybe out to the 1-yard line. The Lions could hold them here. It put Jacksonville backed up. They'd have to step back and protect the punter from the block, which would give Drew Coleman an excellent chance to return the football. If the Lions could just hold them right here. Yeah,
we've got 6 minutes and 50 seconds clock running here. Put the ball in play, Mr. Ref. Let's go.
Half a yard gain, maybe. Terrence Oliver comes out. Jake Poole goes in a defensive tackle. Also Josh Rogers. And we're going to have a timeout on the field. And we're just going to keep it right here because the officials have really been taking some 30-second timeouts. But
the timeout was called by Jacksonville.
That's their second timeout. So we got one timeout to go here in the first quarter, the first half.
This ball game moving along very rapidly as we have, we're down to 6:39 now in the second quarter. Like as you say, the referee's putting the ball in play real quick, and it's a very fast-paced football game as the Lions drove down there. They couldn't quite punch it in as they trail 7-0 here.
Well, Charlie, they did punch it in, but got it called back.
Sure did.
That's what killed us.
Yeah, that's those penalties inside the 20-yard line. A mental mistake like that has always come back to haunt you, and they did that.
Put points on the board, and then you get them taken off. That's not a good deal. But
we need a break. We haven't had a break yet. You know, they.
Well, Coach Malone and I were talking this week, and he said, you know, when you get low, you're low. Things just seem to kind of get going one direction. But Lions have the Indians backed up now. Second down and about 9.5. They're on the goal line, and they'll go into a 2 tight end formation. Power I backfield.
Just don't let them break it right there, because Whitaker ever gets in daylight, he can go 99 yards.
And here is the handoff to Whitaker, and he is out to about the 3-yard line, a gain of 2 on the play. So it's going to bring up third down and about 7.5, 8 yards, according to the spot. I believe it's. Of course, one thing, Charlie, the official on this sideline is a Henderson guy. So
is that right?
Yep. He lives here in Henderson. Got one from Carthage, I know.
We got 6:12 now as they fix and break the huddle here with about 6:08. So third down. We've got to hold him right here. Make him kick the football on 4th.
Third down and 8. They have receivers split to each side of the field. Let's see if McCowan takes a chance and throw. He's dropping back. He's looking to throw the fade route. He's coming to the side, and it's going to be incomplete. Has good coverage that time by Chris Redwine as he was trying to hit Shedrick Donnell. And that's going to stop the clock and force the Indians to punt deep from their own end zone. And Charlie, they will have to back up and protect the punter on the short field right here, which should give Drew Coleman an excellent chance to return to football.
Let's hope so, because we'd like to have good field position with 5:54 now when this ball is kicked away.
Okay, Coleman standing about the 32-yard line of Jacksonville. Hooker all the way back on the goal line. Good snap, not much of a rush, going for the return, kicking away from Drew, and he's going to pick it up, and he's coming to this side. He can get by one man now. He's got some green grass. He's down to the 30. He's down to the 20, down to the 10 before he's finally hauled down in there by number 3, Donnell, 33 Cannon, as the Indians had to punt from deep in their end zone. Line drive kick, and Drew Coleman took it on his 32, returned it all the way down to the 8-yard line, so the Lions will set up shop again. Or let's say we'll call it the 9, I guess. First and goal from the 9.
Toughest place in the world to score from. That's exactly where we were a while ago, inside the 10. But we have 4 downs. We've got plenty of time. 5:41 on the clock. So let's see if we can punch in this time.
Power I formation. Fuller tailback. Here is the handoff to Tim Fuller, and he's going to be hit and a loss on the play back to, well, they're going to call it maybe no gain, a loss of a half yard, if anything.
Yeah, they whipped us that time up front, I guarantee you. We didn't get anybody down that blocked out that time. And by the time Tim got to the line of scrimmage, there were several white-shirted Indians there ready for him. So
no gain on the play. Fred Bowens comes in and out with a play. Line's back in the power I formation. Cody Cure, Jeremy Costello at the blocking backs. Costello will come in motion to this side. And here is the sweep to Fred, and Fred's going to be tripped up for a 5-yard loss, as I can't see the Indians' name. I believe that's 25 Vining they got in there on defense, and he came across and set the Lions back to the 15-yard line, so it's going to be third and goal from the 15.
Yeah, he's their outside contain man, and we didn't block him. He came across on what's called a lightning stunt when the cornerback come down real tough, and he got back there, and we couldn't block him, and he tripped us up. Clock has 4:36 and running, third and long here. If we don't make this, we'll probably
might have to go for the field goal this time.
Get a field goal. Yeah, let's see if we make the first down right here.
Coleman to the far side. Chris Redwine to this side. I formation. Cure. Fuller goes in motion to this side. Adams back to pass. He fakes. He's going to the end zone, and it's going to be out of the end zone.
Yeah, threw it out of bounds.
Threw it out of bounds, and it's well covered there by the defensive squad of.
Never had a chance there.
Yeah. Well, let's see if the Lions are going to go for the field goal. Yep, I believe the field goal team is going to come in. The ball will be spotted at the
22, probably.
22, so it'll be a 32-yard field goal by Clayton Kirsch. Let's see where he puts his tee down. At the 22, so 32-yard field goal on the left hash mark. He'll be kicking it to his right. Wind is at his back. He's well capable of hitting from this distance.
We need to put some points on the board.
Yeah.
Let's hope we got a good snap and hold.
Chris Redwine is the holder. Good snap. Ball is down the tee. The kick is up. And it is good. And so with 4:12 to go here in the ball game, the first half, second quarter, the Lions put 3 points on the board. So 7-3 now is our score as Lions have lit up the 0 down there, and they will be kicking off to the Indians with 4:12 to go here in the second quarter.
Well, we had to have some points out of that, Mike. You know, we'd like to got 7, but we got 3. Let's give our defense a lot of credit for that as we were stopped on the 1-foot line, and the defense held them on 3 downs and made them kick away. And anytime they kick that ball away, number 8 is really showing something special.
Well, Charlie, he really has. The last 3 weeks, if you give him the ball, he's making things happen right now. And, of course, him being forced back into the end zone to kick gave the Lions a great opportunity to run the ball out. But anyway, the Lions do put 3 points on the board at 4:12 before halftime. Our score is Henderson 3, Jacksonville 7. As Clayton Kirsch now will kick off. And let's see if Kirsch will kick it into the end zone as we have Richard Whitaker on one side and Brad Westbrook on this side. You certainly don't want to kick the ball to Whitaker, I don't believe. Kirsch, I believe he's going to short kick it into the sideline over here. And here is the kick. High end over end coming down to the 7-yard line, and receiver from Jacksonville breaks out, and great tackle by Scott Goodwin at the 33-yard line, and we have 2 Henderson players down.
They run together?
I believe they ran together, Charlie. I believe Justin Jackson is one of them. It's down on the field. As the officials called a timeout, as the ball went to number 7, Jared Fuller, cornerback on defense. And Justin Jackson, and I believe he just got the wind knocked out of him as he's up on his feet. And I still can't see who the other lad is. Well, the injuries and other circumstances and grades have really decimated the Lions.
When we get back to play here shortly, it's 4 minutes and 3 seconds to go in the first half. The Lions just kicked a 32-yard field goal to narrow the margin to 7-3.
Joe Powell, number 46, is the other injured line. I believe he just got his bell rung as they're kind of leading to the sideline. As I guess they just run together, Charlie.
I think they probably might have got sandwiched in there somewhere. And 4:03 to go in the first half, and Jacksonville will take over on the 30-yard line. They have the wind in their face, so that's one good thing in our favor.
So now Travis Adams goes in at free safety. Justin Jackson's up moving around. He should be back in after this play. Has twin receivers to the far side. Whitaker in the eye. Vining at fullback. I believe that's number 42 now at fullback. McCowan under center. Dropping back here is the fake, and he's going to throw it out to on this side. Patrick McGinnis on the coverage, and it's caught by Donnell. Donnell is going to go all the way for the touchdown. And there is a clip way behind the line of scrimmage, and they're not going to call that again.
You didn't see the clock in the back?
I'll tell you what, when it goes bad, it goes bad. As that time, number 87 from Jacksonville just ran down while the Henderson line defenders, after the ball was in the end zone, put him on from the back, put him on the ground.
20 yards behind the play. It was very flagrant. The referees are watching the guy run with the ball, I guess. That's poor.
We're just calling it as we see it.
Not to take away from the great throw and run and catch there, but you don't block people.
They would have scored anyway, but that would have been probably after the play. Hooker to kick the extra point now. Ball is on the ground. It's going to be picked up, and it's going to be no good as the bad snap. Chris Redwine comes up with it, but that's going to put our score at Jacksonville 12 and Jacksonville 13, Henderson 3. Has about a 60, we're going to call it 67-yard touchdown pass from McCowan to Shedrick Donnell.
Well, how quickly things change and how quickly Jacksonville can score as they really showed their strength of their quarterback's arm that time and into the wind threw that football down the field, and a good throw and a good catch, and they go up on the scoreboard. The extra point is missed on a bad snap, and 13-3 with 3:51 still to go here in the first half. So,
and Charlie, like I said, we don't mean to be critical, but when you see things that are so obvious from where we're at, and that's just something that when a guy plows into the guy in his back after the ball's in the end zone, if nothing else, it's been unsportsmanlike conduct
yeah,
play.
the only thing I can say is the referee's watching the football game and watch the guy carry the ball in the end zone, because, you know, they're supposed to have people watching, people blocking behind the ball carrier, and that was very flagrant. We might be able to get a return here, Mike, because he kicked the ball kind of low, and he won't kick the ball into the end zone into this wind, so hopefully we get some kind of return here.
Nick Hooker to kick off for the Indians. High snap coming on, going out of bounds, and a roll out on the way out of bounds, and let's see if the Lions will back him up, make him kick over. Coach Alexander says back him up, make him kick it over.
Yeah, with a strong wind like that, you know, it's kind of a gamble. We could get the ball on the 35-yard line, but then, again, we could get a good return, and with only 3:47 to go in the first half, we're going to take a chance that we can get a better return than that.
The Lions have been, one of the bright spots this year has been the kickoff and punt returns, especially in the last 3 games, as now Hooker will back up to his own 35 to kick off. The Lions receivers, the front line, will be standing at about the 40-yard line. Bo Page is at the 20, Fred Bowens at the 15, and Drew Coleman on this side at about the 20. And now he's going to take a short step, and here is the kick. Coming down in the middle is going to Bo Page. Bo to the 35, to the 40, to the 45, up to 35, I'm sorry, 30 to the 35-yard line. So maybe gained 1, made a yard.
Well, you were trying to get him down the field, Mike.
Oh,
you
yeah,
were 10 yards ahead of him.
You know.
Out past 35, though, we gained about a yard by making him kick over. So it's going to be 1st and 10 for the Lions on the 36-yard line. 6 seconds run off the clock, so we have 3:41 remaining in the first half. Lions take over.
Tim Fuller, Bo Page in the backfield, red wine on this side, Coleman on the other side. Ball's in the middle of the field. Here's going to be the reverse coming to number 8, Drew Coleman, and if he gets around the end, he jukes one man down to the 40, about the 39-yard line, I believe.
I tell you what, he made one of them miss. I tell you, he's got the little moves.
And just got to get the ball in his hands. Pick up a 3, we're going to say. So we're going to bring 2nd and 7. We'll say the 38-yard line. Mr. Dorsey on the PA agrees with us. Travis Adams under center. Bo Page, Tim Fuller. We're on the near hash mark. Adams under center now. Long count, looking around. And he's dropping back to pass, and he's going to be rushed out of the pocket, and the ball is going to be incomplete.
Well, they were covered like a blanket.
They were covered like a blanket.
Threw the ball away, Mike. He did a good job throwing it away because they were all over our receivers. Had us covered deep. Red Wine was covered about 12 yards out, and they had a tight end covered in the flat. So
it's probably a good decision by Adams because you don't want to force anything.
No.
The game's still just 10 points behind, and 2:56 to go here in the clock in the first half. Right, Red Wine and Coleman both split to the far side. Page, Bowens in the backfield. Now Bowens comes in motion to this side. Here is the like a busted play there. Now they're going deep to Drew Coleman, and he got him out there, and he got to catch his ball down to the 10-yard line with the 11-yard line.
Excellent throw and excellent
pass.
I mean,
well, I'll tell you what, we have found us a jewel in number 8. And he's going to be with us for a while, we hope.
Hope so. And that was an excellent pass. Let's give Travis Adams an excellent time there as he raised up to throw that little short pass, had it covered. Coleman continued to run deep down the field, and he laid that ball in there perfect.
1st and 10 at the 11-yard line. Let's see, that's going to be 12 and 35, be 7, 47, about 50 yards, I believe, my math is right. Anyway, here we go. First and 10 from the 11-yard line. Travis Adams under center. Tim Fuller, Cody Cure in the backfield. Here is the handoff to Cure in the middle. He's down to the 5. He's in the goal to the touchdown for the Henderson Lions. Cody Cure, 11-yard run.
Good job up front there. Good run by Cody. Excellent block in the interior line there by Gonzalez, Sears, Sabella. Real big hole there, and Cody Cure found it and into the end zone for a touchdown with 2:33 on the clock.
Charlie, that hole was so big you could have ran through there and I could have followed you and scored.
I guarantee you we could have scored, didn't Mike? Good job, Lions.
Clayton Kirsch now to attempt the extra point that makes our score 13-9. Kirsch under center. And Kirsch back here as the snap. Ball's on the tee. Kick is up, and it is good. And we'll just keep it right here as we're, I think, ahead on our commercials right now. So with 2:33 to go here in the first half, Henderson Lions have bounced back after a 62-yard drive. The big play being a 50-yard pass from Travis Adams to Drew Coleman. And that kind of builds your spirits back up.
Oh, yes, it does. I tell you, that was a beautiful play. That's the best pass Adams has thrown all year. He really laid that ball in there. Beautiful. Coleman running full speed ahead. And just a game-saving or touchdown-saving tackle by the defensive back. The tackle drew from behind, but a great play to set up that 11-yard touchdown run by Cody Cure. Good job for Cody. Seeing that daylight in there, and then there again, at the interior of the line, blocked good along with the tackles of Brett Mitchell and Appleton, Jake Poole, Terrence Oliver, Cork Sears, Alfredo Gonzalez, Ken Sabella. Good job up front, Big Blue.
Charlie, that pass covered 50 yards from Travis Adams to Drew Coleman.
Well, it came at a good time, too. 13-10. We've got a great ball game here on hand. 2:33 still to go in the first half. Indians still on top, but the Lions have new life after scoring that touchdown to narrow the gap.
You can see the kids even getting fired up on the sidelines, you know. All right, Clayton Kirsch to kick off. Fuller standing on his 20. High end over end kick. Fuller's going to catch it at the 15, back to the 20. And dodges in the middle, and Justin Jackson's going to catch him at the 30-yard line. And again, Charlie, there was another block in the back. Patrick McGinnis is begging for help, but he's not going to get it.
Well, they're missing a good football game.
Look at Coach Alexander. He saw what I saw, and he is
really missing a good football game.
Coach Alexander is really he saw what I saw.
Yeah.
You hate to show favoritism, but we do get paid by the Blues, so
that's right.
Our blood flows red and blue.
Well, we still got 2:20 to go here in the first half, and Jacksonville got the football. Let's see if we can stop them.
First and 10, ball on their own 30-yard line. Twin receivers out to the far side. McCowan under center, taking a long time. Here is a snap. Here is the handoff to Whitaker. Whitaker breaks out to the far side, and a great tackle over there by number 9. Patrick McGinnis, from his strong safety position, came over, tackled Whitaker for practically no gain.
Well, I tell you what, the Lions have really done a great job of ganging up on Whitaker. Now, he's just a great back, and we've done a great job of slowing him down a great deal.
Charlie, actually might have been a loss of a half a yard. He bumped the ball back on the inside of the 30-yard line. Indians break out now. Westbrook, Donnell to this side. McCowan was Brewer.
We did interception, turn this thing around right now.
McCowan, and he's dropping back to pass. Here comes a rush from Curtis Vernon to set up the screen pass, and the Lions have that defense very well.
Good job.
Great play. I see that's Joe Powell, Josh Rogers. All
we want a timeout now to try to stop the clock.
And the Lions are going to call timeout, and we'll just keep it right here as we've got 1:25 to go here in the first half. The Lions, that's a loss back to the 26-yard line, we'll call it.
The Lions are really playing inspired football, Mike. I tell you, they're really getting after it. And then Jacksonville's got a lot of firepower with a quarterback throwing and Whitaker running. But I tell you, right now, 13 points is the Lions are doing a great job with just giving up 13 points at this point. So let's hope we can hold it there and not give any more.
And again, Charlie, if you hadn't get that touchdown call back, it'd be 17, hopefully. But those things happen. As a great ball game here at homecoming. The Lions defense really fired up so far, playing great games except for that one big play. And they really took advantage because Justin Jackson, the free safety, had gone out of the ball game with an injury. We put Travis Adams in. Really got a mismatch on the far side with a receiver and a strong safety. A great execution, though. Back to action now. 3rd down and 14, the scoreboard says, and we'll do the same. Ball on the Jacksonville 26.
If we can hold him here on 3rd, right here, we can make him kick the football into the win again.
Let's see, twin receivers to both sides of the field. McCowan in the shotgun. Whitaker going in motion. And here's if they're going to throw the little screen pass to this side. And great defensive play out to the
another block in the back right there.
30-yard line, and our coaches are seeing it. And that time, that's just the old Notre Dame type screen where they throw the ball to the outside receiver. He breaks it back, tries to pick up blockers. Wooden there. The line's going to force the Indians to punt with 1:04 to go here in the first half as Drew Coleman will be dropping back now. Hooker to be punting. Drew at about his own 35-yard line, we'll call it. They'll probably let the clock run down as much as they can. 12 seconds on the 25-second clock.
Imagine the center's looking at the clock back there between his legs.
Down to 5, 4, 3. Let's see. Yep, and there's a snap. Low snap. It gets behind him. It's that the ball's on the ground. Here comes the rush. The lines avoid blocking the kick. Get away from the ball as they'll have great field position.
Yeah, we'll take it right there.
It's a bad snap, and the Lions will take over on their own 46-yard, or Jacksonville's 46-yard line with 22 seconds left to go.
22 seconds is not much time, but if we can move the ball down a little bit with this wind, I tell you, Clayton can kick a long field goal tonight with that wind behind him. So it'd be an awful long one from right there. Let's say 46.
Have to pick up at least 15 yards.
Yeah, it'd be about a 62-yarder right now. So we need a good play right here to set up a field goal.
Drew Coleman coming to this side. Bo Page, Tim Fuller in the backfield. Redwine to the far side. Travis Adams under center. He takes the snap, going back to pass, fakes to Drew, and going downfield, and he's going to be bumped, but no. Oh. That's probably a good call. The ball's probably uncatchable. Line fans, it's good to hear the line fans voice their opinion, though.
It sure is. I'm glad they're live tonight. I tell you, they've got a little life about them. That's good.
Trying to run the fade pattern that time. Well covered by Jacksonville. Drew Coleman was bumped out of bounds, but the ball was overthrown, so he had no chance of catching it. 2nd and 10 now from the line 40 from Jacksonville 46 for Henderson. Coleman to this side. Redwine to the far side. Page and Fuller in the backfield. Adams, and here's a draw play to Tim Fuller. It looked like a face mask in there, and again, we can't buy one tonight.
No, we can't.
As Lions will call a timeout with 13 seconds left to go. Going to be a loss on the play of 3 back to the 49-yard line.
Yeah, we're going to have we really got our work cut out for us now with 3rd and 13, and we're back near midfield. The only chance we got is to try to get Drew or one of our receivers downfield, and hopefully we can get a.
Charlie, I believe we still have 1 timeout left, as we had called one earlier because we weren't going to get the playoff in time, and that was our 2nd timeout right there. 13-10, 13 seconds to go in the first half if you just joined us. And
what's it all about?
I don't know. There's a big boo going up. Maybe the film crew over there can tell us about it, but we don't know what it's about.
We got our headsets on. We can hear the PA. He made some kind of announcement, but it wasn't very popular with the Henderson fans.
Not very popular with the Henderson fans. We'll see. Let's check that out for you here at halftime.
You think he said don't haul the referees? Surely not.
Could have been a warning. You know, sometimes they'll do that for inciting the, we'll have to check that out. It did get reaction from Henderson fans.
It'd be worth that to get a penalty if fans get
Adams back to pass. Not much of a rush. Going deep across the middle to Drew Coleman. And just overthrew him by a
little bit too much.
Going for the post pattern that time and had him about the 15-yard line, but overthrew it. And it's going to bring up 4th down now. As had him out there.
Well, I tell you, he's talking to Travis like we're going to throw this football again. So if we, Coach Alexander's taking a chance right here, because if we don't use up 9 seconds,
Charlie,
and the pass is incomplete, well, then they're going to get the football at midfield.
I think someone was throwing some footballs into the stands, and the announcements made no football could be thrown into the stands during the game. That's what. Anyway, back to play. Last play of the pass, probably.
Let's hope it is.
Adams back to pass. Not much of a rush. Fakes, and he's going to be sacked. Throws the ball out, and it's going to be ruled. We'll make a decision one way or the other.
See, they got the ball. 1 second.
1 second left to go in the game. Halftime, not the game. Getting ahead of myself, getting excited. As the Indians will have one play, as Adams was, I was watching the back play, so it must have been good coverage downfield. Threw the ball out there. Incomplete pass on 4th down. And now the Indians will have one play left to go here in the first half. Good play first half. The Lions just didn't need some breaks. Didn't get them. Scored 1 touchdown. Had to call back because of a procedure penalty.
Get on back there, secondary. They're going to throw the ball deep, so we'll give them anything short of the goal line. But we can't let them get the ball in the end zone here with 1 second to go. Get on back, linebackers. Get on back.
McCowan now, ball at the 50-yard line. Here is the snap. Dropping back, looking, going deep. And the Lions have the beat on it. Justin Jackson goes up and knocks it out of the receiver's hands. And that'll be the end of the first half with our score. Jacksonville 13, Henderson 10. And we'll be back, make some comments about the first half. But first, these commercial timeouts.
Enter the world of one of history's most prolific and practical inventors.
Mix science with common sense, and it equals dollars.
Where work came before everything else.
His inventions are his family. They're his children.
Until one day, a runaway orphan showed him the light.
It's a heck of a lot more interesting than a light bulb.
Edison, the Wizard of Light.
Henderson High School band, drill team, twirlers, and flag corps all performing, and now they will exit the field. The band will come on for their performance. Once again, if you just joined us here at halftime, we're at homecoming. Lions trailing the Indians 13-10, but plenty of football left here in the game. As now the twirlers have exited off to the far side of the field, the drum majors, Casey Stevens and Brooke Boatwright, will be coming on, and they'll line the band up, and they will be doing their halftime performance.
Excellent job there by our drill team as they've worked really hard for that routine for the homecoming crowd, and they didn't miss a beat, Mike. They were very, very sharp. Look good.
Big crowd on hand tonight, Charlie.
Good crowd, good Henderson crowd, and a good Jacksonville crowd. There's a lot of people outside the stadium, Mike, as you look around on the side of the fence over there. Real nice crowd. That's the way it should be. Friday night, beautiful night here in East Texas for football, and two good football teams, and both teams going at it real hard, and that's the way it should be. So far, it's a real good football game, good, clean, hard-fought game. As you mentioned, the Indians are on top 13-10 here at halftime, but we have two big quarters to go, so I don't think anybody's going to be leaving the stadium here.
Well, let's go back down to the field now for the halftime performance by the Henderson High School band under the direction of Mr. Ronnie Ferguson.
Ladies and gentlemen, the Henderson Independent School District is proud to present the Henderson High School Band, led onto the field by drum majors Casey Stevens and Brooke Boatwright. Our presentation begins tonight with a festival prelude fanfare by Reed. By G.H. Huffine.
Henderson High School band here performing their halftime routine. Standing ovation from the Henderson fans on this side as the band's marching off right now. And we'll be getting the start of the second half underway here momentarily as the coaches are coming back through our booth, going into their booth right now. And Charlie, this ball game is still open for anybody right now.
I'll tell you, Mike, it's a real good football game. It's a lot like we thought it was going to be. We knew that Jacksonville was very, very explosive. Had a great running back. Golly, I don't know how many yards Whitaker's got for the first half, but not as many as a lot of people thought he was going to have. Certainly not many as Jacksonville thought he was going to have, because the Lions have really done a great job shutting him down. But they haven't been able to stop the potent attack, as they have scored 2 touchdowns and lead 13-10. That last one come on a big long bomb from the quarterback to one of their wide receivers out there. But to shut down the great running back in Whitaker like we have is a big plus in our favor. But we can't stop this second half, because he is just a great threat. But they've also got a good throwing game, so it's a heck of a football game. And the Lions are really playing inspired football. The defense has really answered the task of stopping this potent attack. As I mentioned before, they're scoring over 40 points per game, and so you got to be proud of that. Anybody's football game, whoever gets the breaks and can make the big play at the key time and win the football game, Mike. The Lions are definitely in the ball game.
Well, Charlie, I don't know what the stats were, but for Whitaker, but I would have to say I know at least 2 or 3 times he had negative yardage, and really the only time he gained any significant yards was on the shuttle pass.
That's right. That goes down as a pass play. Even though it was a shovel pass, it goes in the statistics as a pass play and not as a run. So that 23-yard shovel pass gain was the biggest gain he's had. So
I know the last 2 games against Chapel Hill and Carthage, he's had over 200 yards a game, so he'll have to have 200 yards a half this time to get that.
That's right, and you can't relax against him, because he can get anywhere from 1 to 99 on any given play. So, you know, when you got great speed like he's got, and you got the wide open attack like Jacksonville's got, you can't relax on any play. But I tell you what, the Lions are playing hard football. They're giving all they've got, and take away that one mistake on the goal line, would have had to lead to halftime. So we've got a good football game going. I tell you, just couldn't be any better, really. And the crowd's excited tonight, really behind the team, and it's just a good football game. That's all you can say. So let's let the best team win this second half, whoever plays the best.
Well, Charlie, one of the things that the scouts are saying, that one of the reasons Jacksonville has been playing so good in the Carthage and Chapel Hill game is the fact they played error-free football. And I can only think of maybe 1 penalty they had maybe in the first half, and no turnovers, and that could be a key. But let's see, the officials are getting things straight, and Jacksonville will receive the football. Henderson will kick off. Henderson will have the wind at their backs to begin the football game.
Yeah, we'll start this third quarter with our backs to the wind, as the wind is blowing real strong from right to left, which is out of the south. And Old Glory down there is just about standing straight out now, as it's really whipping up here as the clock runs down, and both lines are on the field, and the Indians are coming back on the field now. So we're just seconds away from getting this second half kickoff underway. This first series is always a big series, Mike, after the half. You know, you like to go out there, and if you're an offensive team, you hope you can put together a good drive and maintain some possession of the football and get something going momentum-wise. As a defensive unit, you want to do a good job covering the kickoff and play some good defense, because the third quarter is going to be very important. If we can hold our own field position-wise, it will really be a plus, because in the fourth quarter, the Indians will have the win.
Clayton Kirsch is standing at the 40-yard line, and he's waiting for the Jacksonville team to come on. As the lines are out there, they're already lined up and waiting for the kickoff. Our score, if you joined us late, Jacksonville Fighting Indians 13, Henderson Lions 10. We're at halftime. Been a good ball game so far. And now the Indians sprint on to the field, as they'll have number 7. And let's see. Hold up. Charlie, you want to take it?
Yeah, I got it here. Go ahead and talk to him. As Clayton Kirsch puts the kicking tee down now, as the referee hands the football to him, the Henderson Lions fans are on their feet, which is good. They're up clapping their hands, and they're behind these lines tonight. I tell you, the Lions know what they have to do. They're 3 points down to half. They know they got to play real good defense and move that ball and score some more on offense. This ball game is not going to end up 13-10, folks. Let's just hope that we can get more than they do as we trail by 3.
Some of our coaches want to buy our roster there, so I'll pull one of ours off the board as we have several. Here is the kick, high, deep, coming down to Westbrook on the 9-yard line. He's back to the 15, and the reverse coming to Whitaker to this side. Bo Page has him pinned up, but it gets loose out to the 36, 37-yard line. And a little extracurricular activity going on, but no flags as Jacksonville will take over in good field position on that reverse, Charlie.
No matter what we do, when we kick it short or kick it deep, they always seem to get the ball out to the 35 or 40-yard line. That time out to about the 37 and a half. So good field position for the Indians here to start the third quarter.
First and 10, ball on the hash mark on this side of the field. One receiver to the far side. Donnell and Turner to this side. McCowan under center. He's looking around, and he's dropping back to pass on the sprint out here. Going deep, and the receiver is on the ground as he slipped down, and ball is underthrown, so it's going to be incomplete. Bring up second down and 10.
Feel like Drew Coleman kind of strained his knee or ankle on that play. He hurt his, he twisted. He stopped and tried to come back and kind of turned his ankle.
Yep, he's hobbling around. The officials hadn't seen it yet.
He don't want to come out. Justin says you need to get somebody here for him, and Drew doesn't want to come out, but he's going to have to as they're going to stop play here.
Finally, the umpire sees it, and he's going to call an injury timeout here.
We can't afford to get him hurt because I saw a T-shirt down there a while ago at halftime, and somebody had an 8 on it and said 8, Mr. Excitement.
21, I believe that's going to be Byron Cooper. He's supposed to be wearing 5, but he's wearing 21 tonight. So
I guarantee you.
Another sophomore on the other side, and let's see if McCowan goes right to him. Second down and 10, McCowan under center. And he hands off to Whitaker, and Whitaker breaks over the middle. He's to the 50, and a great play in there by number 21. The ball is on the ground.
He called it.
It's going to call a fumble.
Call it ground calls a fumble. Now, that's the first run Whitaker's had right there. That was a good one.
And, again, Byron Cooper, the sophomore who just came in, made a great defensive play there, Charlie.
Yes, he did. Somebody looked like a linebacker ran right by him there. Maybe had a stun or something, but he...
Ball going to be spotted at the line, 42-yard line. Good pickup on the play. Whitaker's out of the ball game now also, I believe. As I can't see the number on the running back in there. And here is the little trap play to Vining, and Vining is going to be racked up real quick. I see Joe Powell, also Terrence Oliver. Let's see who comes off the bottom of that foul. John Poole, and made the initial contact.
Good defense there inside there. That's the play they scored on a while ago on the goal line. A little trap play. A little quarterback reversed out and fakes a sweep, and our Lions wouldn't have anything to do with that. So good defense there. Lost about a yard. So second and 11 now.
Second down and 11.
We need a turnover right here, Mike. They play free football, so we need to get one here.
McCowan under center. Long count. Here's the quick on the post pattern, and it's going to be thrown short.
Scary.
Trying to run the quick slant to the post. And Byron Cooper again had excellent coverage as they know we've got a new face in there, and they're picking on him.
Yeah, Drew's over here kind of stretch out. I think he got a cramp.
Kind of a muggy night. Terrence Oliver comes off. Going to be third down and about 11.
Big play here. We need to stop them, make them kick the football. We don't want to make a first down here. It'll be nearly.
And Charlie, no backs in the backfield this time. As Whitaker split out to this side.
Four wide receivers.
McCowan dropping back here is the quick pass to the far side to Turner, and he's going to be dropped after maybe a 2 or 3 yard pickup.
Good defense there as that play is designed. If people wonder why they might throw a short pass like that when they like about 11 yards, well, what they're trying to do is spring one of those quick receivers and make him miss a tackle. If he misses a tackle, he can definitely go. So with fourth down, the
Lions are going to put everybody up, and they're going to head you back for the return. Good field position for a fake here on their own 40-yard line. I mean, Lions 40-yard line. Here's a snap. Good snap. End over end kick's going to roll out of bounds, though, at about the 14-yard line. Down to the 12, he marks it. So the Lions will take over, backed up as Drew Coleman still on the sideline with a bit like a cramp. Defense holds, and the Lions fans give the
way to go, fans. Let them know you mean it. Good job. Good defense there, and several of the Lions fans on their feet give them a round of applause. That's those kids know that. They really played hard that time.
Lions backed up in their own end of the field. Ball spotted at the Jackson or the Lion 12-yard line. As Cody Kerr, Fred Bowens lined up in the I formation. Travis Adams under center. Here is a quick hitter to Cody Kerr. Kerr out to about the 14 or 15-yard line for a short gain.
Not much inside that time. That's the play we scored on a while ago. We thought we might catch him off guard and have another big play, but they shut that down there for about a 2-yard gain. 2nd and 8 now is Fuller, and
Bowens comes out. Also Redwine.
Shannon Cox in the ball game. The receiver, wide receiver.
Kieran Fuller in the backfield, I formation. Adams. Here is the quick back to Fuller. Fuller out to the
good tackle.
15, 16-yard line. Good tackle by the far side. That being Josh Fuller on the far side, as he could have got some running room that time.
Yeah, good job by the strong safety as he came up in the rover and filled real quickly there. It looked like he might have had a little daylight. The Lions
pick up about 3, though.
Lions do have the wind to the back, but they're backed up on the 15-yard line. Not much you can do back there. 8:50 clock running here, 3rd quarter.
Bowens and Kerr in the backfield. Cox split to the far side. Indians in tight. Here's a quick hitter to Fred Bowens, and Bowens is going to be stopped with the defensive end, Cannon, after about a yard gain.
Good defense there by Jacksonville as the punting team will go on the field now as Indians shut us down that time with not much damage. We picked up about 6 yards on the 3 plays, so we're going to have to be kicking the ball back to Jacksonville.
Shannon Cox will be doing the chores. The ball is on the 18-yard line. He'll be standing at about his own 6-yard line, but he has the wind at his back. 1 man back. Matt Hester back for the Indians. Good snap. And a bad kick. Shanked the kick and is going to roll dead, and now it's going to back in the line territory at about the 31-yard line. So
that's the first time he's done that.
Charlie, it could have been he knew that he had that wind at his back and was going to try to get the extra effort into it. But Jacksonville takes over with excellent field position.
That hurt there. About a 6, what?
From the 18, and where's the ball spotted now? 31?
31.
So that's a 23-yard. No, yep, 13. We'll get it in a minute. Back to action now.
Jacksonville starts off in the 4-down zone. I know that.
Yep. Joe Brewer's at fullback. Here's the sweep to Whitaker, and Whitaker is tripped up in there. A good play by Patrick McGinnis for a gain of maybe a yard.
Good job there, I tell you. And they're in the 4-down zone. It's going to be tough. If our defense can stop them here, it will really be something because they have excellent field position with the clock running 7:36 to go in the 3rd quarter, leading in the game 13-10, and with a chance to add to that lead. So our line defense really has a work cut out for them on this series.
2nd and 9 now. 1-yard pickup after that 13-yard punt. McCowan, Brewer, Whitaker in the backfield. McCowan under center. Here is a toss sweep, and the ball is on the ground. Whitaker picks it up. He reverses his field, and Lions pretty well have him caged in. He's going to be brought back down at all the way back to the 35-yard line by Scott Goodwin and Patrick McGinnis. So a loss of about 5 yards on the play.
There again, I think he took his eye off the football on that pitch that time and was trying to look for some blue shirts coming at him. And when he missed the football, he saw plenty of blue shirts coming at him. So
loss of 5, 3rd down and 14 now.
3rd and 14. That moves him back to the 35-yard line. So a big 3rd down play coming up right here.
Not ought to watch for the shuttle pass right here. Twin receivers to each side of the field. Whitaker, the long man in the backfield. McCowan lining up in the shotgun now. 6'3" junior. Good snap. Going to the inside on the screen. Down to Turner or Donnell. Donnell all the way down to the 22-yard line. Going to be close for the 1st down, but just short.
That's a really tough play. The other receivers go out and block. And the ball in the air, they're blocking our people, which is really illegal play, but it's never called.
Charlie, that's a play Jacksonville had in their repertoire for many years. Marshall used to run it. All right, now 4th down.
4th and 2. Big play right here.
Big play, power I formation.
Biggest play of the ball game.
McCowan under center. Whitaker deep in the eye. Here is the handoff to Whitaker, and he's going to be hit at the line of scrimmage and going to be knocked back And the Lions have held the Indians. Will take over 1st and 10.
That'll bring the Lion fans to their feet. Great defensive effort by the Lion defense. They really stepped up in there and met him on the line of scrimmage for no gain. So that's really an outstanding effort.
Charlie, I could see who made the initial contact. Could you?
Well, McGinnis, I think, was one of the first ones there.
Josh Rogers also in there.
It's hard to tell. There's many blue shirts there. Let's just give the whole defensive unit credit there, because it was a great job. We had 11 blue shirts around the football.
5:45 to go in the third quarter. Lions take over 1st and 10. Ball spotted at their own 23. Adams back to pass. Looking over the middle, coming to Joe Powell on this side. Joe has it, and he's all the way down to the 50-yard line.
Joe.
Great catch on the fade pattern by Joe Powell.
Good job of holding the football. Good concentration and excellent pass by Travis Adams.
27 yards, I believe, for the pass from Powell. From Adams to Powell.
How many?
From the 23 to the 50 would be, what, 27?
27 yards.
1st and 10. Ball spotted at the 50.
Big play.
Adams under center. Here is a quick handoff to Bo Page. Page breaks in there. He's down to the 45, still on his feet, and gets about 5 yards on the first down play.
Yeah, good job. I tell you, a play like that, when you throw and catch a ball like that, when you're backed up, it just gives you a little shot of adrenaline there. Boy, I tell you, and our kids have, they can feel it right now as you move that past midfield. So with 5:12 clock running, Lions still trail by 3, but we got the football in Indian territory.
2nd and 5 now. Ball spotted on the Jacksonville 45. Bowens and Page in the backfield. Adams on the handoff to Page. Page breaks down to the 40, still on his feet, down to the 38-yard line, and he'll have enough yardage for the first down.
Good job to run there by Bo Page. He really picked up his feet and running hard, running behind Gonzalez and Cork Sears, Ken Sabella, Brett Mitchell, Matt Appleton, Jake Poole, and Terrence Oliver, and fullback Cody Cure leading the way. So a good job there for a first down.
7-yard pickup and a first down. Now we have an official's timeout for something, for a measurement.
We got a bad spot then.
Oh, it looked like he went down to the 38, but they're going to mark it down back at the 39-yard line.
Well, we're going to get a break here in a minute, and I'm going to be surprised.
We're due one. Here is the measurement. It is going to be a first down by a good 2 foot.
It looked like to me he had it a little further than that. So if he hadn't given us the first down there, well,
we've been
anyway.
Upset.
4:56 here in the third quarter. Lions do have a first down on the 39-yard line. So let's see if we keep this drive going.
1st and 10. Ball on the 39 of Jacksonville. Page, Bowens in the backfield. Here's the quick pin on Tim Fuller. Tim Fuller on the quick pitch, and he's going to be down to about the 37-yard line. Pickup of 2. It's going to bring up 2nd down and 8.
We have a line on the field.
And he's holding his leg up. That could be cramped. Or let's see. I believe that's going to be number 86, Terrence Oliver.
Well, we can't afford to lose Terrence. Terrence is one of our key blockers up on front there, and runs a fullback on the goal line. So let's hope it's just maybe the wind knocked at him or something, because he's a big part of our offense and as well as our defense here lately. He's been playing quite a bit of defense for the Lions. So,
and he's going to be up on his feet. I believe he just got the wind knocked out of him, Charlie.
He's got to come off of one play.
As Will Clark, Dr. McCready out there tonight. And Terrence is walking off on his own power, so probably just the breath knocked out of him. Anyway, back to action. It's going to be 2nd down and 8. Ball spotted at the 37 of Jacksonville.
I believe that's Bo Page, the fullback, isn't it?
Yeah, Bo Page, the fullback. Tim Fuller at the tailback position. Chris Freeman at tight end. Jake Poole on the other side. Shannon Cox, the split receiver. Here's the handoff to Page in the middle. Page is under that offensive line with a good surge down to about the 34-yard line. Pick up a 3. It's going to be 3rd down and 5.
Right now, the yardage is really getting tough as Terrence Oliver goes back in the football game at tight end. And Chris Freeman comes out. So it's going to be 3rd and 5 now. So we are down in the 4 down zone. And we got 2 downs to make it, but the going gets tough here.
Page and Fuller in the I formation. Cox split to the far side. Adams, here is the quick pitch to Fuller. Fuller dancing around. He's down to the 30, down to the 29-yard line. And it's going to be very close for the first down, according to the spot.
Yes, it was. Good play as we ran the sweep to the strong side. And got a pretty good block. And Fuller cut back inside. And Jacksonville closed quickly. Now we're going to have another measurement.
Looked from our vantage point, of course, the chains were on the far side of the field, but it looked like he got it by a good foot, but we'll see what the officials say.
I think Coach Alexander's already sent the play in, the first down play, and I think he can see from where he is. It is a first down.
I don't want to think Coach Alexander likes to do. When the team gets on a roll, he likes to get those plays in there as quick as possible, get the momentum going. And
right now, the Lions really have a good drive going, 3:47 in running here.
1st and 10, ball spotted at the 29-yard line, we'll call it. Tim Fuller, Cody Cure in the backfield. Chris Redwine split to this side. Adams under center. Here's a quick hitter to Tim Fuller. Fuller breaks it over. He's still on his feet and going to be down about the 26-yard line for a gain of about 3, looks like.
It might be 2 or 3. Pretty good, fairly good hold there, but it closed up pretty quickly. Jacksonville's real quick on defense. You get them blocked, but they really come off the blocks well and go to the football. They are a quick unit, one of the most improved defensive teams around, and they get the football very quick.
Bo Page, Tim Fuller in the eye. Chris Redwine split to the far side. Oliver Poole the tight ends. Adams under center. Here's a quick hitter to Bo Page. Page down to the 20-yard line, but flags fly, and that's either going to be a procedure or an offside penalty.
Yeah, I think we moved. I hate to see that because we got a good drive going and we don't need any penalty.
Mr. Self coming up, offsides, Charlie.
Oh, good, good.
Offsides against the Indians.
You know, one of our linemen really came off the ball quick that time, and I thought he might have called a motion penalty because he came off so quick. But we'll take that 5 yards, I tell you. No question about it. Move it on down there. Move it on down there, Travis. You don't wait for an answer on that, buddy.
Down will remain the same. It'll be 2nd down. Umpire marks the ball off down to the 21-yard line. It's going to bring up a 2nd down at 2 instead of a 2nd and 7.
This is a good time to throw the football here, but you hate to throw the football because you could have a bad play. We've got a little drive. Let's see what Coach Alexander decides to do.
Cody Cure, fullback. Tim Fuller, tailback. Adams under center. Here's the quick dive to Cody Cure, and Cure is met at the line of scrimmage for practically no gain.
Yeah, they really balled it up. There was no place for Cody to go that time. There's a big pile up in there, and Cody was looking for some daylight, but there was nothing but just a pile of white and blue shirts there as Drew Coleman goes in on 3rd down.
They're going to give him down to the 20, so it's going to be 3rd down and 1. Coleman into the lineup now. I don't think he had a cramp or a leg problem there, but he's back. The Lions need to get out of the huddle as they start the clock quick. 13 seconds on the 25-second clock. Tim Fuller, Cody Cure in the backfield. Drew Coleman to the far side. Here is the pass from Chris Redwine going to Drew Coleman, but it's well overthrown. And the Lions still will come up 4th and 1. Charlie, what do you go for the field goal?
No, we're going to go for the 1st down here. If Coach Alexander thinks all the way he can make this 1st down, or he wouldn't have thrown that ball and trying to get the big play on 3rd down because he was just trying to catch the defense napping there and get the big play on them. But we got 2:09 here, and we're going to go into regular offense and go for the power eye and go for the 1st down.
Curing Costello at the blocking back. Tim Fuller deep at the tailback position. Travis Adams under. Here's a quick hitter to Cody Cure, and he has the 1st down all the way down to the 17-yard line.
I guarantee you Cody was running for his life that time, not just the 1st down, and he made it too. He knew right then, he said, I've got to get this 1st down. Sometimes you run for 1st down, sometimes you run for your life. I think that time he was going for the life.
2:06 to go here in the 3rd quarter. Lions have the winner back. Our score is 13 for Jacksonville, 10 for Henderson. Ball spotted on the 17-yard line to be 1st and 10 for the Lions. Full power eye backfield. Costello, Cure, Fuller in the deep tailback position. Here's the quick hand toss back to Fuller. He breaks back to the inside.
Nothing there.
And nothing there. He tried to get a little out of it, but he's going to be lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, he really did. On that 1st down play there, we picked up a real good block from Clark Sears and Brett Mitchell over here for Cody as he getting right behind him for that 1st down. But that time, the Indians really smelled that wide play coming, and they had about 9 white shirts around the football. So
going to give him about a half a yard, we'll say, maybe a yard. 2nd and 9, we'll call it.
Big play right here.
Bowens the tailback. Cure, Costello at the blocking backs in the power eye formation. 2 tight ends. Adams hands off to Bowens, and Bowens is going to be sacked in there for a loss back to the 20-yard line.
Yeah, they jumped into a goal line defense, what they did, Mike, and they had about 8 people on the line of scrimmage there playing run all the way, and they guessed correctly as the Lions are going to take a timeout here for 1:02 And 3rd and long coming up.
And we'll just keep it right here as lines are coming off the field as they want to prevail that clock, Charlie. And if they have to kick a field goal, they want to kick it in with the wind at their back.
Well, it's going to be tough here. As Jacksonville really has tightened down here these last 2 plays and just shut us down. In fact, we've lost 2 yards in 2 running plays. So I'm sure the Lions are going to try to get a big play out of it, because we can make a 1st down if we get the ball down to about the 6 or 7 yard line.
I believe about the 7-yard line would be the spot. Ball's on the 20 right now. That'd be a 37-yard field goal, but it is in the center of the field. 1:02 to go here in the 3rd quarter. The Lions behind 13-10. Coach Danny Long and his Jacksonville Fighting Indians.
I think we're short a player right there, aren't we? Yeah.
Bo Page, the clock is running.
Get out there, Drew.
15, 14, 13. You really don't want to get a delay of the game penalty right here. Coleman, twin receivers. Adams dropping back to pass. Here come the rush from the far side. He throws the ball to Terrence Oliver, and it's going to be incomplete at the 10-yard line.
Good coverage there. They had us wrapped up pretty good back there. And that's good try, though.
Going to stop the clock with 56 seconds to go here in the 3rd quarter, and that's going to bring on the field goal team. And Clayton Kirsch is going to put the tee down at about the 37-yard line, or 27-yard line, Charlie. It's going to be a 37-yard field goal with the wind at his back, and the ball is in the middle of the field.
Well, we got a chance to tie this football game up. We trail by 3, so we're going for 3 right here on
37-yard field goal attempt by Clayton Kirsch. Dead center in the field. Here's a snap down by Chris Redwine. The kick is up, down the middle, and it is no good.
Oh, no. I thought it was good from here. What, a little bit left?
A little bit left.
Doggone it.
So
I guess the wind just kind of carried it over that way a little bit. I thought it was going to be good all the way, but it wasn't.
And the Lions just can't catch a break here as
no, we can't.
Plenty of distance, but
Indians dodge a bullet too.
And the ball was in the center of the field.
Sometimes that's the hardest kind of kick, Mike, when you're in the center of the field, and you know that. So we just got to get it back.
1st and 10 for the Jacksonville Indians. Ball set up on the 20-yard line now. They've got receivers split all over everywhere. McCowan under center going into the wind. Here is the quick pitch out to the receiver, Brooks. The ball is on the ground. Henderson picked it up. And he's going to say incomplete pass. And that's what probably should have been called last week.
Yep. They got that one right.
Maybe I shouldn't be too harsh here. 2nd and 10 now for the Indians. Let's stop the clock. 47 seconds to go.
I keep hoping we might get a tip, on one of those if they do like that, but so far we hadn't.
Again, Whitaker, the long man in the backfield. Receivers split, 2 receivers to each side of the field. Ball in the middle of the field. McCowan throwing into the wind. He's dropping back. Here's the quick hitter on the other side. It's going to be picked off and intercepted by Joe Powell. He's on his feet. He's going into the end zone for the touchdown by the Henderson line. Woo! Joe Powell on a 20-yard interception.
We'll take that one, baby.
And the Indians went to the well one too many times, Charlie.
Yes, they did.
39 seconds to go.
Get our extra point team in there.
The 3rd quarter. Joe Powell on a 20-yard pass interception. And Charlie, they've been trying to throw wide out to the receivers all night. That time, Joe just stepped in there, got it, returned it 20 yards on a great effort for the touchdown.
We don't have one person short over there.
One person short.
We don't have a blocker.
He doesn't rush, though. And the Lions catch a break. So with 39 seconds to go here in the 3rd quarter, our score is Henderson 17, Jacksonville 13. Be back after these commercial timeouts.
Fight one more round. When your feet are so tired that you have to shuffle back to the center of the ring. Fight one more round. When your arms are so tired that you hardly can lift your hands to come on guard. Fight one more round. When your nose is bleeding and your eyes are black.
Greg, something to mention the boys.
When you're so tired that you wish your opponent would crack you on the jaw and put you to sleep. Fight one more round. The best fighters in the world have a few things in common. Determination, drive, the will to be the best. And they all fight on HBO. Fight one more round. Remembering that the man who always fights one more round is never whipped. Fight one more round.
For over 25 years, boxing's undisputed champion.
And back to action here as Clayton Kirsch prepares to kick off. As the Lions are on top for the first time in the ball game, they'll score 17-13.
First time the Lions have been ahead tonight.
High end over end come into the middle, and it's going to be picked up by the man you don't want it, Richard Whitaker. And Whitaker breaks it back to the far side. He's up to the 10, still on his feet.
Good job.
And good job tackled about the 18-yard line by Patrick McGinnis, looks like. So you have 28 seconds to go here in the third quarter.
That time, instead of Kirsch just pooching the ball over here, he kind of hit the ball more toward the middle of the field and hit it right in between the two deep backs, and the ball hit and bounced over the head. So we got a good break there. That's by far the best coverage we've had on the kickoff return tonight, Mike, inside the 20.
Started off on the, I believe, started on the 18-yard line, 1st and 10. The Indians ball. McCallum under center. Here's a handoff. Nope, he's coming back to pass. Got the rush on. We miss him, and they got a man wide open out here in the flat, and he drops the football. So we catch another break there.
Good.
Scott Goodwin had Luke McCallum all sacked up in the backfield. He threw the pass to this side. Had a receiver, number 25, I believe, Vining, wide open, and just simply dropped the ball.
Well, I tell you, Coach Long showed you one thing. I'm not afraid to put the football in the air. You know, I got confidence in my quarterback as he came right back and after the interception and threw that thing again. Of course, a little bit safer pass that time. Real great fake on the play action there.
Second down and 10 now. 22 seconds left to go here in the third quarter. McCallum under center. Here is the quick handoff. Nope, he comes out with the ball to this side. Here's throwing down to this side. Got a receiver wide open. Is going to catch it for the first down at about the 33-yard line, 34-yard line. Just excellent play that time, Charlie.
Coach Alexander's talking to the referee. I don't know where he's pushing off or what he's doing, but he's not real pleased with what he saw.
Ball out to the 35-yard line. So,
yeah, that was a good throw and a good catch there, I guarantee you. Clock running down there with 10 seconds.
10 seconds to go. Drew Coleman back in the ball game now, defensive back. Luke McCallum under center. Here is the quick handoff to Whitaker. Whitaker breaks out, and he's still on his feet out to the 42-yard line after an 8-yard gain. Going to be brought down. That's going to be the end of the third quarter. The score, Henderson 17, Jacksonville 13.
There aren't too many second chances in life, so HBO's bringing you Second Chance Tuesday. Because how often do you get another shot at something you missed? Like this, or even this. Every Saturday on HBO, you're guaranteed a new movie. You know that. What you might not know is that you get another crack at it Tuesday night. Because on HBO, if you miss Saturday night guarantee,
no one leaves this house.
You need Second Chance Tuesday.
And back to action here as the fourth quarter begins. Second down and 2 for the Indians, and they're on their own 43-yard line, 8-yard gain by Whitaker. Whitaker now goes in motion. McCallum under center, and he's dropping back fast, looking for Whitaker, going deep for Whitaker. Patrick McGinnis is out there. Oh, and Patrick McGinnis almost had the interception. Whitaker just stuck his hand in that time, really, and deflected the pass, I believe. But a great play by Patrick McGinnis as they were trying to go to Richard Whitaker deep. It's going to bring up third down and 2.
Boy, he had great position that time. That had been a great interception. He was there and just couldn't hold on to it, but he had a good job of covering Whitaker.
Big play now, third down and 2. If the Lions could hold them, force them to punt.
As Jacksonville went for it on third and second short that time, and I feel like they can make a first down right here. Let's see if we can hold them. The Lions held them a while ago on fourth and short. Let's see if we can do it here on third and short.
And they're going to take a timeout, and Bo will take a 30-second timeout. Take one 30-second timeout.
Why try HBO and Cinemax now? How about over 2,400 movies a year, over 450 originals, over 20 specials, and one number gets it all. HBO.
What are you waiting for?
Cinemax.
Are you watching this?
But here's the best reason to call.
Limited time offer. Call 657-3333 for details.
HBO and Cinemax. Call now.
And back to Lions Stadium as the Jacksonville Indians have taken a timeout with 11:55 to go here in the fourth quarter. They're on their own 43-yard line with a 3rd down and 2 as they went for the big play, and Patrick McGinnis almost came up with the interception. Great ball game, Charlie, just like last week.
I tell you what, if we can hold up, the biggest play of that 3rd quarter along with the interception was that good defensive stand by the Lions a while ago when they held Jacksonville, got the ball back for us.
Here come the Indians back on the field. Their white uniforms with yellow helmets, Lions in blue, blue, and blue. Blue helmets, blue pants, blue shirts. Twin receivers split to the far side. Binding, Whitaker in the backfield. McCowan under center. And he's dropping back, and Scott Goodwin's got some pressure on him, but he's going to throw the ball in the flat, and it's going to be incomplete.
Okay, I think, you can credit Scott Goodwin that time because he pressured the quarterback that time. The receiver was out there in pretty good position, but McCowan was very much aware that Scott Goodwin was hot after him, so give Scott credit for pressuring the quarterback there and making him throw that ball a little bit low.
He didn't really have time to set his feet and throw and through the receiver a little bit. The Lions will now, as Drew Coleman is back on the 15-yard line for the punt of Hooker. Good snap. Kick. Wobbly kick going to come out of bounds.
He's going to kick it away from Drew this time.
The 20. Don't run too far there, Mr. Rett. 21-yard line. So the Jacksonville Indians did not want to take a chance in kicking the ball to Drew Coleman. And the Lions will take over 1st and 10. At their own 21-yard line, they'll be going into the wind. 11:42 to go.
That was one of the smartest things Jacksonville done all night right there. Kicking the ball out of bounds away from Drew, because Drew has done a great job on his punt returns the last 3 games.
Lions out of the huddle now. Bo Page, Fred Bowens in the backfield. Shannon Cox to this side. Oliver Poole, the tight ends, I believe. And a little quick hitter in there to Bo Page. And Bo, maybe no gain, really. He's going to be stopped at the 21-yard line.
Yeah, Jacksonville really ganged up on us then as we were just trying to run a little time off the clock and maybe get a little quick hitter up in there. And
Tim Fuller, Chris Redwine, Drew Coleman all coming into the ball game as they've already started the 25-second clock.
Chris and Drew over here thought they might get a little breather. They got it for one play.
Out of the huddle now.
You got to have your good players on the field when it's going gets tough.
Receivers split to both sides. A little confusion on the Jacksonville defense. Here is a quick hitter to Tim Fuller. He comes back to this side. One man to beat. And he's going to catch him at the 22.
Can't do it.
Can't do it. Tried to reverse his field. Had a lot of green grass, but the Indians defense reacted real quick. Number 44, I believe that's their fine, outstanding defensive tackle.
Good quick pursuit there by the Indian defense. Just give them credit. It's going to be 3rd and 9 now. We're backed up on the 21-yard line, 22-yard line. We still have 10 minutes and 34 seconds clock running here. Lions on top, 17-13, 3rd and long.
All right. Bo Page, Tim Fuller in the backfield. Coleman, Redwine split out. Pitch back to Tim Fuller, and he dropped the football, and he's just going to do the smart thing and fall on it on the 15.
Yep. That's all you can do.
Don't need it like this at this point in time and that deep into your territory, Charlie. You don't try to pick it up.
No, Tim was trying to look for some place to run before he got the football that time, and never secured control of the ball. So the Lions will be kicking again very deep as the ball is on the 14, and Shannon now needs to get his foot to the ball this time. Forget that bad kick a while ago and get the ball down the field this time, Shannon.
Standing on the 4-yard line. Let's see if they come with a rush. Good snap. And they have a penalty before and it's not, clock didn't run out because there's still 6 seconds showing. It's going to be dead ball, illegal procedure against the Lions. I don't know if somebody moved the ball or the center picked up the football. That's going to back the Lions up, though.
Now we're going to be kicking about the goal line. It's really going to be tough this time. The ball's going to be on the 9.
Let's see if the Indians set up and try to come with an all-out rush, or they go for the return. As Matt Hester is back at the 41-yard line. Shannon Cox now in the end zone. Here's a snap. Good snap. Not much of a rush. End-over-end kick coming down to Hester, and he's going to catch it and fall on it at the 36-yard line, but the Indians will be set up in excellent field position.
Yeah, they will. That's all you can do there. Good job of getting rid of the football, and our line defense is back on the field again, and the Indians have excellent field position. This is where we need a turnover right here. Some kind of fumble, just play the ball on the ground. Let us get it right here.
Curtis Werner, Josh Rogers, Terrence Oliver, and Scott Goodwin, the front four. Indians split out one man to the far side. Whitaker in the backfield. Poole, Costello, the linebackers. The snap, there's a handoff to Whitaker. A little hole in there. Whitaker breaks it down to the 20-yard line as Justin Jackson made a game-saving tackle, and Jackson is shaken up on the play, and also I believe Whitaker's going to be down.
I thought he was going to break the tackle and go all the way there as he nearly got away. Justin saved the touchdown.
Whitaker back up on his feet, but he's limping a little bit. As Justin Jackson, our free safety, still down on the field. And we have an injury timeout as they're taking Richard Whitaker off also. It's going to be spotted at the 21-yard line. Pickup of 15 yards and the first down for the Indians. As Travis Adams now will have to come in at the safety position. Justin is up and seems to be all right. Maybe got the breath knocked out of him, but let's come out for one play. He made a touchdown-saving tackle there, though, Charlie.
Yeah, he did. He broke the line of scrimmage, and with his great acceleration, I said there's no way that we're going to stop him. And Justin made a good hit on him, but he kept on running and nearly broke away. But Justin held on for the saving touchdown, but that is the first down for the Indians, and they are set up just outside the 20-yard line.
We'll call it the 21. Will be 1st and 10.
It'll be hard to keep him out this time, Mike. It's hard to keep a good offense from scoring every time. And
James Boyd now in at the tailback position as Whitaker went out. He's on the sideline. He'll probably be back this next play. McCowan under center. Here is the quick hit off the Vining right in the middle, and he's stopped by Terrence Oliver on the initial contact. Also coming off the bottom of the pile, I'll see Joe Powell, so no gain on first down.
Good defense in the interior there as the Lions really stacked that thing up. Tried to run a little quick trap or a quick hitter right inside there, and the Lions wouldn't have anything to do with it. So
that's the play they had scored on earlier, I believe. No gain, be 2nd and 10 now. 8:40 clock running. Lions up by 4 points, 17-13. McCowan under center. Whitaker back in the backfield. Also Brewer at fullback. McCowan under center. He is dropping back. The fake to Whitaker, rolling out. Scott Goodwin coming in. There's the man wide open in the end zone, and touchdown.
Beautiful catch. Beautiful throw and catch.
And Charlie, I believe that's going to be number 3, Shedrick Donald, who is their leading pass receiver. And that is a 21-yard touchdown pass from Luke McCowan.
Well, that was a good throw and a beautiful catch.
Scotty Goodwin applied a little pressure, but let's see. Now that makes it 17-19, and we'll see if the Indians will go for 2.
The clock is started.
And they're going to have to use a timeout. And we'll take a 30-second timeout once again, Bo, a 30-second timeout. And we'll be back after this commercial timeout.
Over 2 decades ago, HBO Sports brought you inside the game for the first time. Now get pumped and primed for the 22nd season of Inside the NFL. Cable's longest-running Emmy-winning sports show returns with good old friends, a great new feature, and 6 more minutes of incredible game highlights. No other show gets you inside the game like Inside the NFL, the show the pros watch.
And welcome back to Lions Stadium, where the Jacksonville Indians have just scored with 8:19 to go in the game on a 21-yard touchdown pass from Luke McCowan to Shedrick McDonald, or Donnell, and puts the Indians back on top 19-17. Charlie, are they going to go for 2?
Well, I wouldn't. You know, this much time in the ball game, I think they'd go for one, but
a lot of confusion on the Jacksonville sideline.
You know, and if they go for one and make the extra point, that gives them a 3-point lead, and it takes a field goal to tie it. So
they're going to go for the extra point. As number 80, Nick Hooker, coming in, the sophomore, to attempt the extra point. There was a bad snap last time on their extra point. Here is the snap. It's down the ground. It's down on the ground again. And he's going to be hit behind the line of scrimmage, and the line is going to stop him. As twice tonight, the Indians have failed to convert the extra point. Our score remains 19-17. So a field goal will win it for the Lions. They still have plenty of time.
That's exactly why they want to go for one, so a field goal wouldn't beat them. But they made a mistake there. Let's hope that we can come back and capitalize on that mistake, Mike. And now a field goal would win the football game, but we've got to keep in mind that we are going into a pretty stiff breeze.
So
we've got to get the football down there pretty deep to even try a field goal in this win. But I'm glad to see. I'd rather part be 19-17 instead of 20-17 anytime. Those points add up at the end of the ball game, I tell you, and we know that from last week, don't we?
They sure do. And you said it, we said it through the years. A missed extra point will cost you.
It will come back to haunt you in a good, tough football game. It'll come back to haunt you 9 out of 10 times.
Bo Page, Fred Bowens, Drew Coleman all dropping back, as the Indians will be kicking with the wind, as Nick Hooker comes on, the sophomore. Lions trail by 2, 8:19 to go here in the game.
Well, the Lion fans are on their feet. Cheerleaders are encouraging them to get up, stand up, and support these Lions here the last 8 minutes and 19 seconds of this football game. We've got a good one going here at Lions Stadium. Lions trail by 2, 19-17, so let's see if we've got anything left, Mike. We're going to have to win this ball game.
All spotted on the 40-yard line. Hooker's going to take a 5-yard drop. Slips as he kicks the ball. It's going to come down to Bo Page at the 5. Here comes Bo to the 10. He's back to the 15. And they're really going to be wrapped up there about the 15-yard line. It's great coverage that time by the Jacksonville Indians coverage team.
Yeah, they had 2 guys that just flew to the football and was not even touched. And Bo had nowhere to go.
So the Lions take over. They've got a long way to go, but they still got some time to get there.
Would have been better off that ball going in the end zone. I was happy to see us field it. Thought we might get out past the 20 for sure, but
first and 10 from the 16-yard line. They're on 16. Page and Bowens in the backfield. Offensive line's got to come off now. Here comes Fred. Fred breaks over the middle. He's to the 25. He's out to the 20-25-yard line. It is 20-25. Finally brought down in there by Josh Fuller, but now after a pickup of about 9 yards.
Good run there. And a good first down play, I tell you. He was trying to get more and kind of ran sideways 3 or 4 yards there, and before the Indians caught up with him. So
Tim Fuller comes into the game now. 2nd down and 1. Fred almost broke that one. Here we go. I formation. Split receivers to both sides of the field. Cox and Coleman. Page at fullback. Here's Adams looking for Drew Coleman. He's got him over here on this side of the field. He's juking around and going to at least pick up the first down, I believe, Charlie.
Slip down.
Slipped down. He was trying to get away, and Drew's still down on the field.
Drew's having leg trouble, having cramps.
It will be a first down, though. It's going to be spotted all the way out to the 26.
That was a good job by Adams. As the play was designed, it was a play-action pass. He reversed out, faked the fullback, looked over to the other side. The people were covered over there. He came back and tried to find somebody back on this side. Coleman had gone down about 4 or 5 yards and turned around. And he hit Coleman for the first down.
All right, twin receivers to the far side. Shannon Cox, Chris Redwine, Tim Fuller, Bo Page in the backfield. Lions on their own 25. Here's the sweep back to Fuller. Fuller breaks up, comes to the 30. He's out to the 35, to the 40. He's still on his feet, going out of bounds at about the 44-yard line.
Good run, good blocking, good running. Can't really set that thing up. If you dipped inside, then dipped outside, really got a good block over here. Terrence Oliver got a great block. Matt Appleton.
Ball spotted at the line 44. They'll have it first and 10, 7:08 to go here in the fourth quarter. Lions trail by 2.
Bo Page at fullback got a good block, too. That's a good job there by the whole offensive line.
Adams under center. Page, Bowens in the backfield. Here's a little handoff back to Fred. Fred dances and jukes, and he's out to the 40, down to the 45, down to the 42-yard line.
Good job.
As the Lions are beginning to chew up some ground.
Chris Redwine out in front blocking for him that time. Nearly came over the cramp.
14-yard pickup and a first down. It'll be first and 10 from the Jacksonville 42-yard line with 6:59 to go here in the ball game. Lions on the drive. Bowens and Page in the backfield. Cox, Redwine split to the far side. Here's a sweep to Fred Bowens, and they're coming in, and Fred jukes back into the inside. Still going to pick up about 2 yards off of it.
Didn't get much, Mike, I tell you. It's
but you know, their cornerback really came across that time, but Fred saw him and bounced it back in. And it's going to be a short gain on the play. We'll call it a 2nd and 1, or 2nd and 9. Pick up a 1.
They really closed it pretty quick that time, and he did a good job to get that 1 yard. So the ball on 39-yard line. A lot of time left, 6:20.
Page and Fuller now in the backfield. Here's the handoff back to the weak side to Tim Fuller. He's the only fleet down to the 36-yard line, looks like. It's going to be a pickup of about 4 or 5 yards.
Little misdirection there.
Kind of the cross sweep back to the weak side.
Right.
To play a pickup of 5 yards. It's going to be 3rd down and 5. Fred Bowens into the ball game. Tim Fuller coming out. You have to remember, Tim Fuller is playing with an injured leg.
Big series here, Mike. 3rd and 5 now.
Bo Page, fullback. Fred Bowens at tailback. Shannon Cox split to the far side. Jacksonville shifting people around. And here comes Fred. Fred into the middle. Fred breaks out. He's on his feet to the 30. He's down to the 25, down to the 20-yard line before he's finally run out of bounds. Fred Bowens, a little 135-pound tailback.
Boy, he was running for his life. He never got him down. The only thing that stopped him was the sideline. Great run by Fred.
1st and 10. Ball spotted at the Jacksonville 21-yard line as the Lions took over on their own 16. Have driven the length of the field. 5:26 to go here in the ball game. Lions on the 20, we'll call it. 1st and 10 as Travis Adams comes into the ball game. Lions out of the huddle. Bowens, Page in the backfield. 2 tight ends set. Adams. And a quick diver to Bo Page. Page down to the 15-yard line. Pick up about 5 yards. A great offensive surge by the line that time.
Good job. The offensive line is really picking up and going. I tell you, I'll call her name several times. Oliver, Appleton, Sabella, Gonzalez, Sears, Mitchell, Poole. They're getting off that football, and they're making some daylight for these line backs. That's what it's going to take here in the last 5 minutes of the ball game. This ball game is going to be won or lost up front.
5:02, 5 minutes. We're under 5 now, 4:59. 2nd down and about 5 for the Lions. Adams under center. Here's the pitch back to Fred, and Fred's going to be hit for a loss on the play of about 2 yards as they had the sweep diagnosed that time back to the, looks like the 17-yard line.
Well, the Lions are really getting after it. Gonzalez, the center, went downfield and blocked the safety on the ground, but Fred couldn't turn the corner. Excellent defensive play there by the Indians to turn back the Lions here, make it 3rd and a tough 7 yards here. Ball on the 17-yard line. Henderson line fans on their feet. Big play right here.
Tim Fuller into the ball game. Shannon Cox in motion. Here's a sweep to Fuller. He's got to the outside. He's down to the 15, still on his feet, and going to be stopped short of the 1st down, but
decision time now.
Decision time now at about the 11-yard line.
Field goal or 1st down? What do we do?
Well, he's talking to Clayton Kirsch. We could be going to set up for the field goal. Ball's going to be spotted at about the 14-yard line.
3:47 on the clock.
24, about 31-yard field goal into the wind.
It's a lot tougher when he had a while ago with the wind, but this is kind of on the line here now. Did do a good job and get that ball and give him a good hole.
3:30 clock running. Here's the snap. Ball is down. Kick is up. It is good, long enough, but off to the right.
I thought they were offsides.
Well, now there are flags on the field.
They roughed the kicker.
I didn't see that, Charlie, as I was watching the ball all the way.
I was too. I was watching that football, see if it's going to go clean that up right.
Had plenty of distance, but went to the right, so the line's getting new life now.
Maybe that's the one break we needed right there, Mike. You know, we've been talking all night about getting that break, so now let's see. What's he saying?
He may be calling, I don't know, unless he's calling for one of the captains. A little bit of confusion. Now the penalty is going to be marched off. It's going to be down to the 9-yard line where it's going to be first and goal. First and goal from the 9.
Well, that's the toughest place on the field to score from, Mike. Inside the 9, you have a short end zone there, and you've got to make 9 yards, and they can really gang up on you. So we're not in there yet by any means. I tell you, we got new live with 3:16, but it's going to be tough.
And the wind really whooping up here as it's blowing things around the press box. Power I formation. Tim Fuller. Quick hitter in there to Cody Cure. Cody may have picked up 1 yard down to the 8-yard line.
That's the play a while ago that we kind of surprised them with, you know, when we got down there and on first down, and they were looking for us to go wide, and we went inside. When we snap the ball this time, we're going to be inside of 3 minutes.
And Charlie, really, if you can get down about another 3 or 4 yards, the
like the extra point,
you know, you'd be kicking into the wind.
Right.
Clock running, 2:50 to go in the ball game.
Lions still trail, 19-17. Need to get that end zone.
Adams under center. Here's the quick pitch sweep to Fred Bowens. He's to the 10, down to the 5, still on his feet, and going to be racked up about the 5-yard line.
Fred tried to stop and come back, and he who hesitates is lost. And now what happened that time is they were coming too fast, and Fred could not get in behind him there. And Fred thought he couldn't beat him to the sideline, and they did a great job of cutting him off for a real short gain. So it's third down from the 7.
Third down and 7. A little confusion there as Jeremy Costello comes off, and we're in the power I formation. Fred Bowens is tailback. Here's a pitch back to Fred. Fred bounces in the middle, and Fred is going to face mask. And there it finally comes out.
Whew. Well, that was a big one, too. I think they stopped the touchdown. Good blocking and good run there by Fred. That ought to make first down, Mike.
That's got to be. They yanked his head all the way around.
Should be.
Personal foul, face mask.
They really got a hold of it big time there. No doubt about that.
Because he was going south, and he turned around and went north, and his feet were higher than his head. And I thought the official wasn't going to throw it, but the referee finally threw it. Anyway, here's the situation. The ball's going to be spotted on the 1-yard line. 1:50 to go in the game. The Lions trail 19-17.
Jacksonville coaches are out inside the hash mark over there. They're on the field. Start that clock. No mistakes now. No mistakes.
Here we go. First and goal from the 1. Adams under center, power I. And Jacksonville lad jumps. And now let's see.
I thought he made contact over there.
It looked like he made contact and moved our player. It'll be half the distance to the goal again, but more importantly, some time clicks off that clock, Charlie. Charlie, it's a tough situation right now for a team to be in because of 1:34 to go on the clock. And,
you know,
if you can milk it down, you may can give you, a little bit of time.
You know, I'd have to think about even going to the knee.
Going to the knee one time, being first down.
But right now, the coaches are more concerned to get the ball in the end zone, so we're going to, I'm sure, try to do that.
Travis Adams, power I, Fuller in the backfield. Cody Cura, Jeremy Costello.
He went to the knee. He went to the knee. Good going. Good job, Coach Alexander. That's exactly what we said, Mike. And what that did, it gets that clock run. We went to the knee. We'll take the ball right there on the 1-foot line and let that clock run. Excellent job, because what we don't want to do, we don't want to score and let them get the football and have plenty of time.
Charlie, remember a game down at Carthage several years ago. The Lions scored with about a minute to go when they had could have made a first down on the 4th down, had first and goal from about the 5 and scored. And here we go. We'll talk about that later. Back to action, 41 seconds. Travis Adams again under center. Here's the quarterback sneak, and he takes the knee again. And now you got to be clock weary, and they're going to call a timeout. 31 seconds to go in the ball game.
That's exactly what some of the Henderson fans are wondering what in the world is going on. But I tell you what, that is nothing but smart football. As I thought about that ahead of time, having experience in the press box, calling plays with Coach Jackson all those years, and
what you want to do, you probably want to try to score on this play.
Oh yeah, we're going to do it now. We're going to try to score. We got 2 downs,
and if you don't score, you let it run down, call a timeout, because you're practically kicking an extra point, which could be dangerous at this time.
But you don't want to get the football back in McCowan's hands and Whitaker's hands with over a minute to go. And so sometimes you've got to take a little chance like that and play the odds, and the odds are in our favor.
I think Danny Long's going to line up at defensive tackle since he's already on the field. Here we go. Ball is spotted at about the 1-yard line. It's 3rd down and 1. Power I formation. They'll probably run to the left side, at least get the ball in the middle of the field. And they do. Here's Cody Keir. Cody Keir is close to the goal line.
He didn't.
No signal.
No signal? My goodness. Curry is in there. There's no doubt about that. Now the Jacksonville coaches are on the field. Get them off the field.
As the Lions have ended. But now they're going to say.
What?
Well, we're kind of, no signal has been given. It's a touchdown. But most of all, you better
now start the clock.
You better start the clock. Somebody stop the clock. Mass confusion here as the Lions will take their final timeout. That's what happened. The Lions ran they were on the right hash mark. He handed off to Cody Keir, the fullback in the I formation. He bounced to the inside, and there was a big scramble. Notice nobody ever made any kind of indication. There was never a touchdown signal given, and now they're going to say we're short of the goal, which is going to bring up a 4th down and 1. Ball sitting in the center of the field. Jacksonville
coach is saying keep the Henderson coaches off the field. He's right in the middle of the field.
So here we go. 19 seconds left to go in the game, and Clayton Kirsch, are we going to go for it?
Yeah, we've got Terrence Oliver down out fullback. I'm sure we're going to get the big ball to Clayton and try to get a little more push. Folks, this is the ball game right here. 19-17, Lions trail by 2. The ball's inside the 1-yard line. So we don't have, I thought, no, Terrence is tied in.
Terrence is tied in. Cody Keir. Here's the handoff to Keir. Keir is going to be stopped short of the goal. No, touchdown.
Called a touchdown. Now the Jacksonville coach is over there having a fit.
He said he did get the ball on the ground across the plane. So with 13 seconds left to go in the game, it is a touchdown.
I don't guess you throw a flag on coaches because they're all out there.
Again, the referee has to take control of the game. He has to make Danny Long get off the field.
He sure does.
That should be definitely an unsportsmanlike conduct.
Yep.
Anyway, they still haven't put the score up for the Lions. It should be 23-19, shouldn't it, Charlie?
Yeah, 17-6 is 23, so 23-19, 13 seconds on the clock. That's a 4-point lead, so field goal will not tie. Excuse me. Got a little excited there. A field goal will not put the game in overtime, Mike.
No.
It's going to take more than that to...
a 2-point conversion will give the Lions 23. And now we got a flag on the field for delay of game against Henderson. A lot of confusion here in the last few moments of the ball game, but the Lions did score with 13.
They can't get Kirsch out there. Well, what you want to guard against here is a blocked extra point.
But still, that would only give them the chance to get back
2 points more.
2 points more. As they're going to watch out, they're going to. Well, they hadn't started the clock yet. Just
Boy, I tell you what, you're talking about excitement and close.
I believe the Lions are going to take another timeout, as they just can't get the right personnel in there. Again, what happened, it was a 4th down in one situation. They handed the ball off to Cody Cure. Cody Cure dove at the end zone, and right as he dove, Charlie, he put the ball out in front of him across the plane, and the side judge on this side came across, said it was good, and the Lions went up 23-19 with 13 seconds left to go on the clock. Been a barn burner. The Lions going for 2 now. Adams going deep to Shannon Cox on the far side. Shannon has it, and he's going to be into the end zone for the 2 extra points. And that's going to make it 25-19.
All that does is make it a little bit sweeter, but still 7 points loses the ball game.
Yep.
A touchdown, the extra point, you still get beat. So we can't afford that with 13 seconds.
Yeah, but Charlie, they have so far already have missed 2 extra points, and that's to come back to haunt them later. But again,
right.
You hope to get the ball on the ground, make them pick it up, run about 5 or 6 seconds off, give them one last play. It's a barn burner. Lions taking it to the wire again. Last week they were ahead with 3 seconds left to go. Now they're ahead with 13 seconds. Can they hold the Indians out?
Well, we'll know in 13 seconds, won't we? It's been a great one.
Coach Alexander going over the kickoff team right now.
What you can't let them run it back all the way. You've got to do something to keep them from running it back all the way. Now, he's talking to Clayton about how to kick the football, I suppose, right now.
Charlie, I would think if you get it on the ground, make them pick it up, make them run around with it for 4 or 5 seconds. They get 6 seconds off, get it down to 7 seconds. Probably only give them two plays left to go in the game.
Clayton's limping pretty good. He must have got blocked down a while ago. Well, he got hit on the field goal attempt, Mike. We didn't see. We was watching the ball. Evidently, he twisted his ankle because he's limping pretty good.
Again, after under 2 minutes, the clock doesn't start until the receiver touches the ball.
We got 13 seconds now in case anybody's forgot how much time there is.
He's going to squib kick it. He's got it on the ground. Squib kick across the middle. It's going to go, and the clock starts. Here comes the man to this side. And he's going to hit down with 7 seconds left to go.
As they get back deep.
Now they're going to come over and make Henderson, Coach Henderson put some time back on the board. As they ran off 6 seconds. He's saying put 4 seconds back on. It only took 2 seconds.
Just get them back, Coach Mullican. Don't let anybody get behind you. Get them back deep.
10 seconds to go here in the game. Here's McCowan on the shuttle pass to Whitaker. He drops the football, and Henderson looks like Scott Goodwin comes up with it.
We got this ball game, Mike. It's all ours now.
At that time, they went to the shuttle pass. Now they're going to call it an incomplete pass is what they're going to call it.
That's right. Incomplete pass. It is a pass. It is a pass. You're right. I don't like that rule. I never have liked it. It looks like
that's what it is.
It looks like a fumble, but it's still a pass. But so we got to play one more play with 2 ticks. Get on back.
Charlie, double pass, an incomplete pass. Scott Goodwin recovered it, but it's going to be ruled a. And Charlie's doing some coaching up here.
They can have anything inside the goal line, but you cannot let them get behind you. You can't let them get a tip. You've got to keep the players in front of you. He's going to throw it as far as you can.
Here's the ball game right here.
Get outside. Get on him, Curtis.
McCowan back. Here's a snap. 2, 1, out of time. Can be thrown deep. Patrick McGinnis is lined up. And the Lions intercept, and that's the ball game. The Henderson Lions have defeated the Jacksonville Indians by the score of 25-19. And we'll be back with our post-game show after these commercial timeouts.